cash. The only money I'll have is tips coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, you know, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin my all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet.
To make money, I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to
pay my taxes, pay my back taxes. I have to pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill.
I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills,
bitch.
Pay Ben
taxes.
I have to pay Ben bills,
bitch. Day to day, tips to tips, to pay bills and things. Eventually things will get better, but kind of stuck right now with how things are. That's why I'm trying to make money.
I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben
taxes.
Bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to.
If you want to sit here and you want to pretend like you're holier than thou, I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else. Get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch.
That you had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well, I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big ups to your dad, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. Because you're not rich and you're not famous and you're not this and you're not that. You had an opportunity to be, but you blew it all. And I said, well, oh well, I'm proud of that. I guess I'm proud to be a loser.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy.
Fuck life.
I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy on level 1. Level 1. Married happily, paycheck to paycheck happily, meaningful relationship, meaningful life with a family. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. Tomorrow, if I stop streaming, I would not be able to get a job. So it would be the end of my life. but outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So I'll be the guy on level 1. I streamed myself masturbating. I'll be the guy life. I'll be the for the thousands of children. I'll be the guy on level 1.
You're still on mission 1.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the thousands of children.
Let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big up, Skier, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer.
Big up Skier Cat. I need banana, tasty banana. Banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
This one's for all my baby girls.
I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please don't feel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vest streak for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, you know, if someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. It's all, they're completely washed. The hands are clean.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right, the ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right? Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right? Today, some shithead hater will take something that I say out of context, and a ton of morons will watch that video. So within a day or two, that video will get like 5,000 views. While my daily gameplay videos each are getting, what, like 1,000 views, if that? Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. What are the legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting me how I've changed? Like how different I am now? There is nothing fucking legitimate you could do. With the shit these people say and do, the insane amounts of slander and defamation about me that's just untrue on the internet. There's no way I could ever, in any capacity, legally or otherwise, there's no way I could even dispute 99% of the shit they say because of the insane amount of it that they say. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not?
Because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. My life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. Like all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all of this. It wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, doing stupid videos. That it actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me. That there's people out there that, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I become a better person,
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff like I got. So it came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus and that was delicious.
Robust.
Insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking
robust.
Give you this dipping sauce. Garlic infused dipping sauce.
Robust.
I will tell you guys is thus.
Robust. Robust.
It can their rice, which is the seasoned rice that just tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultures' rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce.
With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun. His child can't see it powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of callous cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Tissue's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jat here. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Tuesday for DSP's final streaming day before his day off. Hope you're all doing well. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm a wee bit late starting today. Phil's live, the stream's live, he's there, all that jazz. Let's just spin the wheel, pick a bingo card, get it all sorted quickly, and then we can enjoy some more Meerkat music before the stream begins. Well. Family talks. Basically, I'm mentioning any family. Usually, might mention Jasper, might mention Cat, who knows. You can even mention a random uncle. It would count as family talk. So, we need a card between 1... Oh no, I'm going to change it up. I need a number between 50 and 100. No, you guys jumped the gun. 50 and 100. I need a number between 50 and 100. Now Toronin says 100. Here's the first one to give me a valid number. So, we have our bingo card for today, the one on the right hand side here. Him touching his face, him laughing, him saying short, butchering a word, and comment. Would be great, friend, gifted memberships, UC, and interactive. Necessarily, shocked, him snorting, him saying voted, and new guys. Him pointing at the camera, him making a weird noise, him getting $15+ in tips, him taking a sip, and him saying, alright. And finally, idiot variety update. What I mean by that is, and family. Make this. I am going to get the bingo card set up properly and get the stream set up properly. You guys enjoy some more Meerkat music. Thanks for helping pick the card, and I'll catch up with you soon.
I love my life. I have so much fun every single day. You're bagging. I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I have an emptiness in my life. oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me. I love my life. I have so much fun every single day.
You're bagging.
I love my life. I have so much fun. Everyone hates me.
You're still bagging for $10 donations and $20 donations to pay your electric bill, to pay your fucking rent, alright? I get it. I'd hate me too. See you, Phil. Have a good one.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big up Skier Cat. And a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my streams, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put out positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes. And only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes. Pay my back taxes. Pay my utilities. Pay my mortgage. Pay my internet bill. Pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way, but please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay? Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to, one of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Phil's Day Off.
What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started.
Big up Skier Cat.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today. Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month. Garbage dump, grocery shopping, pay my taxes, pet store, pay my bills, blowing his money on mobile games, blowing his money on this and that. I'm spending all this money buying DoorDash for my business. I need to put disgusting food in the mouths of my family members. Obviously, I need tips. Yes, I spend money on mobile games. Okay? These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the camera on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife cat. Give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions tonight with tips. If you can. Just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term. But right now, I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Act like that. Those toxic assholes don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. They're selfish idiots who just want to get a laugh on someone else's behalf and don't care about the repercussions of their own actions. They think they're protected because they're all anonymous on the internet, right? So here I am with an actual business being destroyed by that toxic behavior. Big up Skier Cat. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. My nigga, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked and you are done. I'm coming for you.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat there constantly being negative, being angry, being upset, being jealous, crapping on stuff, shitting on stuff, hating me. It's such a way, it's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and I have to hope. These people just don't know better.
Business releasing, and I do still have it.
It's WWE champion time.
Go.
It's the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go.
By eBay.
Hell!
It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault.
Drinking gin.
Yep, I'm toxic. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretched.
Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. For now?
Go.
It's the money, stupid fuck.
I love it.
Go.
By eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic? I love it. Hey, Mr. Brunel, you there? I am present.
I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Kevin's fault.
The topic I want to discuss is depression. Depression is not a joke. It's not something to be joked about with. You are not alone. You are not a horrible person because you have this. It's not your fault. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time.
It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. It's been tough. Phil's a
a beggar, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot, Phil's fat, Phil's a loser.
So I came back just in time.
I did it again. Boy, I can never remember.
Why is he doing it again? Is he doing it again?
Darksy-deful.
I don't understand.
Is that how you say it? Darksy-deful? There's a Darksy-deful. Or Darksy-defil.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is...
Darksy-deful.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is...
Darksy. Defil.
He knew I was late, so he'd restarted the intro. Phil confirmed watches bingo. Confirmation, he watches the bingo. He knew I was late.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. How you doing?
Oh, fuck off. It's not funny. It wasn't funny.
I'm just kidding. I'm not playing that a third time. How's everyone doing today? Excuse me. It's Tuesday. It's my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's been a good week, right? It has. It's been a good week. We had a good variety and a good mix of things that we've been doing this week. Call of Duty is looking good, which we'll talk about today on the Level 1 Podcast. In fact, as a direct result of me liking Call of Duty so much over the weekend, I'm changing the schedule. I should probably hold that in front of the microphone instead of behind it. You'd probably hear it much better if I held it in front instead of behind it, huh? That's right. So, we're going to talk about that, switching around to the schedule. Basically, here's the thing. This week coming up is a very weird, uncertain week. We've got several limited time things going on. And basically just trying to figure out what is it that exactly that I want to do. How do I want to tackle the stuff coming up? You know, and it's not all certain. It's not all set in stone. Some people seem to want some stuff. Some people seem to want other stuff. It was also uncertain if I was going to like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 beta on PlayStation 5. I did. I really liked it. So as a result of that, I kind of see what's going on there and I adjust the schedule around, etc., etc. Okay? So I will talk about that in a moment, but this weekend's going to be a little different than originally what everyone had expected. Okay? We got a little bit of game news to talk about today. Just a little bit, not a lot. There's maybe two minor stories to kind of discuss today. And then we'll probably do Q&A. Today is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. That means tomorrow I am off from streaming. I hope you enjoyed the last 5 days we've been together. Today is day 6. It's been a good one. I'm hoping next week is going to be more of the same, another 6-day week. Right now, that's looking like exactly what it's going to be. So, all right. 2 thumbs up, right? I keep forgetting to turn this guy on. What can I do to remind myself to turn the lamp on? I don't know. The weather here has changed dramatically in the last, 4 days. No exaggeration. It went from, heat during the daytime to cool, even with the sun out. Right now, the sun is out, beating on my office wall, all right? During the summertime, typically it gets to be 90 degrees in this office, which is why I need the air conditioner almost the entire time from May all the way through now. But I noticed the past couple of days, it seemed like it was a lot cooler. So I took the air conditioner out of the window, and now I'm able to just have the window open. The blinds have to be down if it's sunny, so the blinds are down. But the window's completely open, and I have a fan, an oscillating silent fan blowing towards me, and it feels good. It's a nice cooling air. It's fresh air, which is great because I had that stuffy ass air in here for how many months? You know, it's funny. About a week ago, all right, I cleaned the filter on my air conditioner, and it was absolutely disgusting. It was.
Oh shit! As if he fucking makes any effort to fucking clean anything. The office only gets a fucking Hoover if he permits Cat to come in with a fucking Hoover. Oh fucking shit! He actually fucking cleans it. It's probably the fucking first time he even done it with this fucking year or something. He's probably thinking, I'm really bad with allergies lately. Maybe I really should try and clean this filter after all. Maybe it's a thing I should really do. But the fucking company that made the fucking air conditioning unit didn't tell me I had to do that. It's like the BMW all over again. The fucking guys that fucking, leased it from never told him he had to change his own oil. He expected him to do it for him.
It's like dark gray green with pollen and dust. And I just took the air conditioner out of the window a day and a half ago. And on a whim, I was like, gee, I wonder what it looks like. I pulled it out. Not even a week. It was completely covered dark gray green again. What that tells me is the air quality in this room sucks. A combination of the insane amount of pollen outside and
the disgusting piece of shit inside it fucking all fucking day. His toxic bile is fucking creeping into the goddamn air conditioning filter. Yeah, this horrible piece of shit is actually breaking his own air conditioner.
All the dust and dirt that gets, generated by the stuff in this room. Having all these electronics. Just at any given time, we've got a big television, not really big, but a television, a game console, this little adapter, which does generate a little bit of heat. That's the Dolby surround sound adapter. My neck phones, this whole setup here, which is my laptop, webcam, microphone, the little audio decoder adapter, whatever you want to call it, unit over.
Hold on, what was that word?
Microphone. This whole setup here, which is my laptop, webcam, microphone.
Is he saying microfoam? Or instead of phone, he says microfoam. It sounds like he's saying microfoam while he's pointing at his goddamn microphone. Yeah, I'm counting that as him butchering a word. This guy is like, he's like fucking permanently fucking drunk or something, man. What the fuck? But I'll turn the music down a wee bit more. It's actually a wee bit louder than usual. There, we'll do it one more time. One more time, and we'll slow it down a wee bit as well, just to see what the fuck this idiot's saying.
This whole setup here, which is my laptop, webcam, microphone.
He's definitely saying foam. There's no doubt about it in my mind. He's saying foam. Right, I'm going 1.25 speed. Fuck this idiot.
The little audio decoder adapter, whatever you want to call it, unit over here. Over there we got obviously my giant PC, 2 monitors, the modem / router, among other things. I have a printer, but it's not on. I only turn on when I need to. But basically, with all the equipment that's on constantly in this room, all right, it generates a tremendous amount of dust that you don't even think about. And then you look at the filter of that thing, you're like, oh my God, that's disgusting. So I'm starting to think maybe I need to get something else for the office. Like I'm leaning towards maybe I could get one of those air purifier unit things. This is not a big room. So you would think that a small to mid-sized air purifier should be able to do a good job filtrating the air in the room. I guess I have to look into them because I really feel like I need it. Every day I come in here and my allergies are kicking up and I'm feeling crappy, and then it wears off over the course of the day. But yeah, it's not good. I don't like that. I want to be able to feel clear and healthy and fresh when I'm jumping on stream with you guys, and I really don't right now. And it sucks. You hear it. Today at least my voice sounds fine, but 2 days ago, my voice sounded absolutely terrible. My throat was all swollen up. And by the way, another thing I'm going to do, because we're just about to hit the fall. The fall begins here, or fall, autumn, starts in about 2 days, 3 days. I think 2 days here in the United States. And since the weather's changing, likely within a month, it's going to be very cold at night, and we're going to have to start using our heat system. I'm going to go out and buy the high-quality filters for our heater / AC unit. It's not really an AC unit, it does push air through the house. I know they're expensive. I looked into them. I've seen them at like Target, and they can go upwards of like maybe 20, 30 bucks each, and you need 2 of them for your system. But I'm like, if this thing is going to filtrate the air in our house well, if it's going to cut out all the particulates, not only just a little bit of dust and dirt, but if it gets all the pollen, if it gets the pet dander, if it gets all those little shits out of there, right? Then I think it's worth the money, especially, again, if we can have cleaner air in the house, which I really feel I need at this point. So, yeah, I think that I need to start making some changes around here, all right? So, yeah, I think, number 1, definitely getting those filters before we turn on the heat this year. And then number 2, got to look into some kind of an air purifier system for the office. I know Fens just said in the chat, there's these, they're expensive, but there's like an ultraviolet air purifier that's really good. Again, I haven't looked into air purifiers in a million years. I used to have one back in Connecticut. When I lived at the condo in Connecticut, I had one for the living room.
I have no idea if it worked or not, but it was pretty pricey. It was like maybe $200-300, but it was a standing unit. It kind of looked like a fan, but it wasn't. And I don't know if it ever did anything, but I think I need one. I do.
I mean, so why'd you buy it if you didn't have a fucking clue if it worked or not? Also, why'd you not fucking take it with you if it costs a few $100 fucking bucks? You'd think something like that would have been a good thing to fucking take with you from Connecticut. Or were you just so fucking lackadaisical with a fucking, gimmicky things you just bought on a whim that you didn't think you could fucking bring it through with you? Do you fucking leave it behind because you didn't think it fucking worked that well? Who fucking knows? All we know is that as soon as he got to Seattle, that air cured his back.
I think that I need something for this office at this point. It's out of control, okay? So anyway, with the weather changing, you will not hear the air conditioner anymore. And that fan, right now the fan is on. Do you hear it?
Kinda. I mean, we hear something. There's definitely a noise on Phil's end.
Air conditioner anymore. And that fan, right now the fan is on. Do you hear it?
You hear that? There's something you can hear in the background pausing it, so it's, when I pause the stream, you can hear, for me anyway, I don't know you guys, but I can definitely hear the hum of something in the fucking background, whether it's a fucking fan or one of his fucking electronics or whatever the fuck is.
Right? It's a really nice silent fan. We got it last year, and it's like really, really quiet. So no more, kind of weird noises during, hearing anything going on and off or anything for the rest of the year and into, until spring of next year, which is good. And, the fresh air is better for me anyway. So, okay. So let's jump into all the stuff that I want to talk about. Before we get to because the schedule is going to change, and I want to talk about it for a minute, but basically I think what I'd like to do first is just talk about this. All right. So here's the deal. Next month, October, is going to be a very, very busy new release month. Let's preview that. All right. Let's talk about it for just a little bit, so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay. And this is not even the updated list. This was a list from like 2 months ago. So there could be even more games, but here we go. Okay. Overwatch 2 comes out October 4th. A Plague Tale Requiem, October 18th. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, October 18th. And by the way, that's a maybe for me. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, October 20th. The New Tales from the Borderlands, October 21st. Scorn, October 21st. Gotham Knights, October 21st. Resident Evil 8's DLC, which I think what it's called, forgot what it's called. They call it like the Winter Update or whatever. So it's supposed to be the story-based expansion to finish up the Winters family plotline, but also the launch of Reverse, which was promised to us last year and never came out. It's finally coming out now. Okay. Also that same day, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and also that same day, Bayonetta 3. So out of those games I just mentioned, I would say I'm absolutely playing Overwatch 2, Plague Tale Requiem, Mario plus Rabbids, Scorn, Gotham Knights, the Resident Evil 8 DLC, and Call of Duty. I'm kind of locking those in. The other games are kind of what-ifs. All right, I don't know if I'm playing them or not. There's like 1 or 2 there that are uncertain. Now, there's other games, too. Like I said, I need to sit down and look at the gaming calendar and see what new things have been populated into October, because I haven't done this in a couple of months, and I know for a fact that the game release schedule has updated a couple of times in the last few weeks, especially with Tokyo Game Show and stuff like that. So, that's a pretty busy October, and a lot of those could be considered high-profile new releases, you see. I have no doubts that once the new releases start hitting, this channel will see increased viewership, increased subscribers, all right, increased support. It's just going to happen naturally. It does. When you start playing new stuff, you see people start to come and pay attention a little bit more. The thing is, it's been pretty dead ever since like May or June. There's really been nothing major going on in the realm of gaming at all. The most popular...
No. I'm not going to let him get away with this. He's fucking trying to use this as a fucking reason why he hasn't had a fucking whole lot of gifted memberships since May or June. Really? So, I'm fucking... This irks me. Let's go to one of his random fucking shite fucking podcasts from May or fucking June. Just bear with me while I hold the page down button and get through all this garbage shite content he's uploaded over the past. Here we go. Let's just go to the end of May. I think the end of May is a good one. Since he said May or June, I think the end of May or start of June would be a good one to go for. Let's see what his numbers were like on the Level 1 podcast at the start of June, shall we, guys? Let's see if this holds weight. So here we go. End of May. Let's just do this one instead. What were his numbers like? 522 members. The whole thing was dead, apparently. So Phil was saying that, it's pretty dead. Is it at the end of May? So May and June, he claimed, the fucking shit's been dead. There's been no new games at all. Since the end of May, Phil has went from 522 members to, he's almost lost 100 members since then. So yeah, he's trying to claim that things have been dead on his channel because of games since May, June, and yet that is when he actually had his most fucking members, ironically. So how's he going to fucking explain that one? He can't. You cannot fucking argue games equals memberships when you fucking had your most members in between the most dead months. The dead months had you seen you get the most members possible. Daft fucking bastard.
The things I've seen on this channel are my react events. Me reacting to documentaries and stuff is beating out any kind of gameplay footage I'm doing because none of the games are really mainstream popular that have been coming out. You know, there's a few exceptions here and there, but the games, for example, Splatoon 3, I'm not known for covering Nintendo games. There's already well-established channels and venues on YouTube and Twitch where you can watch that stuff, and it's very popular. No one's coming out in droves to watch me play Splatoon 3. In fact, Splatoon 3 is the least watched game I have played this entire year. There's still a video of Splatoon 3 from over 4 days ago that hasn't even gotten 300 views yet. That's unheard of on DSP Gaming. Typically, every video I put out gets between 300 to 500 views within a day or two. That it's literally the least watched thing I've ever done. So, that being said, I'm not saying the game's a bad game. It's not. I like Splatoon 3, but I think...
Said that being said, it's not in the bingo card today, but as a shout out to our fucking favourite wee Colin Detractor show, that being said.
You see, the point I'm making is when we have a dead summer and the type of new releases that people come to watch me play are not coming out, it just becomes essentially a little stagnant. All right. I've been doing my best to entertain you guys all summer. I feel like I've done that, but it very much has been an inadvertent summer of retro, playing games like Final Fantasy VII, Saints Row 1, Earthbound, among many others. You know, I did a Castlevania marathon where I was playing all the Castlevania games in a row. It was a pretty fun summer, by the way. I had a ton of fun with you guys, but honestly, yeah, that kind of stuff is not going to bring out new viewers in droves. So, yeah, it's a combination of that happening, plus the false copyright strikes last month. Both of those things, sadly, made my members go down by 200.
No, Phil, that doesn't make sense, because since May and June, you had your most fucking members you ever had in your fucking channel. Most of your members that you fucking ever had on your shitey wee channel, which still hasn't got 200,000 subscribers yet, by the way, fucking did its best during these apparent dead fucking months. It does not equate. Your logic does not make sense. The math you're using here, Phil, is not adding up. Using your own fucking metrics here, you should have fucking saw members plummet and go down miles because of the fucking dead gaming months, and yet it was the highest numbers you've ever fucking had. Explain that one, Phil. You can't. Although it's easy enough to fucking explain it for us. You know, you had some whales that fucking took advantage of the gifted memberships option and they whaled out, and you thought this is a new norm. You dumb bastard. Of course it's not a new fucking norm. It was a wee flavour in the month when fucking people wanted to see what it was like. But no. It's you thought you expected a fucking level to be consistent, you stupid bastard, and also you're not going to be able to fucking keep affording to keep paying for other people's memberships. Not 300 of them. Not fucking 300 of these fucking memberships. Maybe they can afford to fucking renew 50 odd or something, you know, just to fucking keep that shit inflated for you, but they can't fucking do it for 300 for fuck's sake. They fucking pig.
Which is bad. Very bad. I'm glad that we at least jumped back up the 100, but this is very bad because this is consistent income that I depend on, alright? And now it's not there anymore. So, all that being said, I do feel that come October, we will see a resurgence of interest because the new games will be coming out. And by the way, November is even busier, and December is crazy busy too. So, I'm not worried, but to put it lightly, I'm disappointed that sadly I can't convince people to become a member right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the core audience is here every day with me, no matter what I play. Like, you guys that are here for Earthbound today, you are the core audience. Most of you are probably here just to chill. A lot of you don't care about Earthbound. Some of you do because you're like me and you're a huge fan of JRPGs. But the mainstream audience hasn't been around because there hasn't been anything mainstream that I've been playing in months and months and months that anyone really cared about. And so it ain't going to really flip on its head and fix itself until the new hot games start coming out. All right? So all I can say is don't feel disheartened at this. I know we were on track to hit 500. We hit 450. We locked into having a Halloween marathon event, and we locked into a special React event that's happening on October 1st. And in fact, starting next week, we will do a poll. All right? And the poll is going to be, what React do you want to see me do on October 1st? And 3 of the options are going to be, number 1, the Keemstar documentary by June the King. Number 2, the Spoonie documentary by Frederick Knudsen. And number 3, the Pro Jared documentary by June the King. Okay? Now, I have a 4th idea. And I'm going to present this today, and then you guys will have your 4 options, because it's going to be a 4-option poll. The 4th documentary idea I have, there is a follow-up documentary on Wings of Redemption. that June the King did. Okay? Essentially what it does, it takes the time frame from when that last documentary that we watched ended over on Frederick Knudson's channel, and it continues on the last couple of years. So it's like it's a complete continuation. Because, you know, that last one ended on like a cliffhanger, right? It was like, gee, did the stomach surgery work? Will Wings of Redemption keep the weight off? How did this affect his life and his channel? Did he continue to be successful, or what else happened, right? So, yeah, there you go. Those would be the 4 options I'm thinking of, all right? So what we can do is have those as options. You guys will vote and determine what's the next react you want to see me do, okay? And that'll be on October 1st, along with a WWE 2K22 Fantasy Battle Royale. If we end up finishing it early, maybe we can even do another quick react or whatever, okay? So those will be your options. So that's happening. All right, we already got a double reward happening as a result of hitting the 450 members. No, just because we dipped below 450 members, that does not mean all of a sudden now we're not going to do the event. That's not going to happen. We're still doing the event. Okay? So, all that being said, I'm excited for the events coming up. In October, I'm going to have Halloween decorations up and everything. It'll be nice. But it sucks because we do have this tier 2 goal of 500 members. And I feel the reward is really good. Number 1, you get to pick the kind of Halloween costume that I'm going to wear during the Halloween event. And number 2, we're going to do another special Halloween-themed react event where I react to macabre and scary videos on the Rob Gavigan YouTube channel. And that'll be like right before Halloween, so it'll be right in line with the themes and everything of the month. It'll be perfect, okay? What sucks is, since we hit the 450 members, it's just been complete stagnation. We have not seen any significant movement of members at all. Seriously, like, maybe in a day I get 1 member. A day where I get 4 members is a rarity, and that's usually because someone gifted them. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious at this point.
I think we need to count that. I mean, I've been holding off fucking try counties and talking about memberships, but it hasn't said gifted memberships. But it literally just referenced gifted memberships there, so I think we need to count that. I'm going to tick it, guys. I think, you know, that is perfectly viable to be counted as Sim saying gifted memberships. Yeah, prepare yourselves for all the benefits of being a fucking member. How exciting.
With the stuff I'm playing, I've kind of established the level of support I'm going to get with members, and it ain't going to move simply because there's no new games to bring new people to the channel, all right? So it is what it is. I'll continue to talk about this till the end of the month and mention it, but I'm not going to sit here and harp on it. You know, we got 10 days left till the end of September. It's very doable that we could still hit the 500 members and get the new double reward for everyone. I would love to do those events, but I'm not going to do them if we don't hit the qualification for them. All right.
Michael Hunts is asking, does would be perfect count for would be great? I would say it does. If Phil actually said would be perfect, I'm going to count it, and I think everyone else agree. Phil saying would be perfect. He said it like a minute ago, by the way. You know, would be perfect. So it's the same thing. Would be great. Would be perfect. You know, pretty much essentially the same bloody thing. Everyone's kind of seems to agree as the same thing. I'm counting it. Fuck it. I'm counting it. We haven't got a bingo yet, but it's still quite a strong start to the card, in my opinion. Hello, Twice Stan. How you doing?
All right. So if you're not a member, what are you waiting for? You get so many benefits of being a member, right? Highlight a name in the chat and comments and videos. Chat crown badge next to your name in the stream chat and the comments on videos. Access to all my emotes in the stream chat and the comments on videos. Not having to abide by the slow mode rules of the chat. You can talk as much.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Brad Burnham, for a super chat. It says, does Phil think no streamers do well if there's no big games out? I assume so, or that would mean it depends on the streamer to be entertaining. That's a bizarre fucking notion, a streamer to be entertaining. I thought the game's done all the fucking work for the streamer. I just thought the fucking streamer turned the game on, played the game, and depending on how good that game was, people just threw money at the streamer. He's trying to tell me that it depends on the streamer's personality and how likeable they are, and you know how nice they treat their fans and all that shit. They fucking might actually be successful on streaming. That's a fucking bizarre notion. All this fucking time I thought it was just the fucking games, you know, that fucking drew people to support, fucking streamers. I don't know why I got that notion that it was all about the fucking game. Who could I have heard that from that said it was all about the fucking game to be successful on YouTube? I don't know, it fucking beats me, man. Probably some random idiot.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett Wells, for Super Chat. It says you get so many benefits. The bare minimum YouTube told creators to deliver in order to have memberships. Precisely. Precisely, Barrett Wells. There's plenty more that Phil could easily do, which wouldn't be too much of a fucking effort for him. You know, I've said it before. Why does he not just fucking have a special members-only Discord set up? It does actually integrate with the YouTube membership, so his Discord would know who his members are. He could actually fucking sync up. And Phil wouldn't have to be there all the fucking time. He could have some of his mods fucking take care of that shit, and he could fucking pop in now and again to say hi to his fans, the fucking ones that actually do support him financially. But no, Phil doesn't want to do that shit. He wants to keep that shit separate and all that crap, you know. He's got no... He doesn't want to do that crap, you know. He's got... He just wants to do the absolute bare fucking minimum to make sure he doesn't try and fall too much of the YouTube terms of service, even though he kind of does on a daily basis break those kinds of terms of services because he's offering financial incentives and all that shit for, you know, hitting goals and all that crap. It's a weird fucking thing, but Phil seems to be a bit bulletproof at times on YouTube. It's just, that is what it is.
As you want while you're a member, getting priority for all these special events coming up. For example, members get priority to get their questions answered on Ask the King, my Q&A show that I'm doing on Thursday when I get back from my break tomorrow. Members get priority to get a game into the Halloween event. Members will have their own game played during the Halloween event, while everyone else will be in contention, nominating and voting viciously, you know, on DSP Gaming. The members are just going to get one right in there, you see? So, you see what I'm saying? The difference here? There's a lot of benefits to being a member. So if you're not, please consider it. Or if you're someone who wants to support the channel, please consider gifting some memberships. I can tell you right now, we have hundreds of people lined up, ready to accept, and they are happy to get them. They're very grateful. They loved having them over the past several months. And it really, really sucks that we lost all those memberships because of the false copyright strikes. And
I just think it's so fucking hilarious that all these fucking people that were so happy to receive a fucking membership don't want to spend $3.99 to give to Phil Burnell to become a member themselves. That's how much they fucking love being a member. They love it so fucking much they're not fucking willing to part with $4 fucking to be a member again. Yeah, they clearly fucking loved that fucking membership, Phil, you dumb son of a bitch. If they wanted to be a fucking member to your fucking channel, they'd have fucking coughed up the goddamn $4. Instead, they're fucking making it perfectly fucking crystal clear. They don't want that shit. They're not willing to pay for that shit. If someone is given shit for free, most people will fucking accept shit for free as long as they don't have to fucking pay for it in future. As long as that fucking shit for free isn't going to be fucking too much of an inconvenience to their fucking lives. You are the equivalent of getting shit for free that you don't really fucking want, but people just fucking take anyway because, hey, it's fucking free.
And they haven't come back. Asking you shall receive. Thank you, Bean Reaper, for the membership. I appreciate that very much. And by the way, I do want to say thanks, Platinum Pictures as well as Duckmaster. I see you guys did contribute. Remember, I do shout out those contributions at the tail end of the stream. So I will get you guys up on the leaderboard and shout you out at the end of the podcast. Okay? Thank you. So there you have it. All right? I've talked about it. I'm not going to talk about it again today. I don't see a point. So let's move on. Let's talk about the schedule because the schedule has changed. Okay? So first of all, today is the continuation of Earthbound. I've absolutely loved every moment of this playthrough so far. We're about 12 hours in. Now we're heading back to Fourside, the fourth town slash city slash settlement in the game, to actually do the dungeon. And what I mean by that is when we were there the first time, it was very limited what you could do, but now it's going to open up in today's...
That's a bingo! What I mean by that has been said, so that's a fucking bingo. We've got our first bingo of the fucking day.
It's going to be pretty challenging. FYI, it is going to be pretty challenging because today is where you go to the alternate dimension, and now there's these teleportation things that zip you all over the city. You need to grab these items and cryptically trade an item for another item and for another item. It's really confusing, okay? It's going to be tough. I don't even remember what you're supposed to go or where you're supposed to go or what you're supposed to trade, so it might take me a while. Obviously, I'm going to rely on my viewers to help me out. This is one of the advantages of being an interactive streamer today in 2022 versus my playthrough 9 years ago when I didn't have help, and likely I just had to very boringly look it up on the internet. I guess we'll see what I can remember and what I can't, but I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a great stream. Earthbound's been great. You guys have engaged the Earthbound streams and supported them, and I really appreciate that because this is one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. I wanted to play it over the course of this summer.
Kirby Souls is asking a question in chat saying, do you have any thoughts regarding Phil's total focus on members? Before it was tips, tips, and tips. Now it's more members growth. Now he's still obsessed with tips, don't get me wrong, Kirby Souls. If he has a couple of days where he gets under $100 in tips for a stream, he will fucking let you know about it. Hey, Platinum Pictures, how you doing? I seen you in Phil's stream as well. Yeah, he even shouted you out. But yeah, the thing about Phil's membership is he's looking at it specifically from a YouTube payment point of view. He really should be trying to emphasise super chats more than anything else. It looks like the initial wave of people gifting memberships en masse has gone. They might still fucking do it now and again, who knows? But the initial kind of, you know, interest in people just mass gifting memberships, that was, you know, so far away from fucking organic growth, you know, it's so artificially inflated. But Phil, in his fucking dumbass ways, thinks it was actually what normal was for him. It's not. But he really should be emphasising super chats instead, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Cheers for D-Dog for the super chat. I'll read it in a second. I just want to finish the point I was making about the super chats and member stuff. So 2 seconds, D-Dog, and I'll read a super chat in a second. So to Kirby Souls, he was also getting less money because he's lost a lot more members than usual. But the fact of the matter is, though, Phil gets a big YouTube payment regardless of everything combined, like super chats and memberships and ad revenue. It's all just balled into one big fucking payment. And Phil should really try and prioritise and emphasise super chats being important, especially when so many of his fans are actually eager to do super chats. And I think he should try and incentivise them as well. If he actually fucking had an incentive for super chats, you know, a specific level of super chats being hit could result in some sort of wee small goal. He doesn't want to do this for some fucking reason, probably because he doesn't get the fucking money straight away. It's strange in my opinion, but he really should try and embrace super chats more often. Even though he doesn't get the fucking money straight away, it all adds up massively for him. It's a lot of his income is super chats as well, and he's ignoring this. He could get a lot more super chats if he fucking utilised that shit properly. He's just fucking ignorant about trying to fucking make most of super chats. Anyway, D-Dog, thank you very much for super chat. It says, 1. He has made his viewers e-beggars waiting for gifts. 2. I heard the last Saturday Patreon video was on a WWE event. You might be right if it was. I mean, who knows? I don't actually check into what Phil does for his fucking Patreon $50 videos he does, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Phil... I mean, obviously, Phil also does still have an interest in wrestling. I might not watch it anymore, but also it's fucking part of his childhood, not shit growing up. So if someone's going to ask him to react to some wrestling thing, he will definitely react to it. So it wouldn't shock me if somebody actually did ask him to react to a WWE thing for a Patreon goal thing, so who knows. But yeah, his viewers are just fucking battered housewives at this point. Mike Lance is asking how come people that give Phil money come in here. I don't know. I don't mind it though. Like it's... But nobody's just causing shit. We're here to have fun. I don't fucking care, personally. If people aren't going to fucking be dicks, you know, then that's all I care about. You know, we're all here to have a good time. We're all playing bingo. We're trying to fucking... I'm trying to give you guys money here. But fuck whoever gives Phil money. You know, that's one thing entirely that's always going to happen. Phil's always going to get money from somebody. It is what it is. But this is a fucking game of bingo where you guys have a chance to get some money from me if we get a full house. That's my main focus for tonight.
And I really appreciate you guys helping me out with this. Okay, thank you so much. So, that being said, chill and fun Earthbound today. Okay, on the late stream, it's more Disney Dreamlight Valley. So, this is an intriguing game. Yes, it's like Animal Crossing, but also it's not because
fucking Disney. Okay, I need to check this out. Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. I was told that Phil done a Scottish accent in this. So, I went to Pig Go and typed in accent, and lo and behold, there is a clip saying, you know, I've not seen this yet, I've not heard this yet.
Somehow I've...
So let's rewind it by, like, you know, 30 seconds or something, and see if Phil does the accent.
A minute.
Come on, hurry up.
Goodbye. Hello.
Here we go. Well done, now you have money to invest. And my number 30 rule of personal finance is the most important investment you can make is in your home. I've added an elevator inside your house so you can access room improvements. Go give it a gander and invest in a little expanding your real estate.
That's not a Scottish fucking accent. That's a fucking pirate accent. Jesus Christ, man. That's like some sort of strange begging pirate accent.
No. Somehow I've gotten a Scrooge McDuck accent. I invented it on the fly. I don't...
Oh shite, it wasn't even close to sounding like a fucking Scottish. Wasn't it actually National Talk Like a Pirate Day or some piss recently? I don't even know. There was so many fucking days like this, you know what I mean? But that was not a fucking Scottish accent. I would try and give you guys an example of a Scottish accent, but, you know, I can't actually think of a good Scottish accent off the top of my fucking head. I do apologise, but I can't really give you a good Scottish accent on the fly like that for you guys, so you're going to have to just use your fucking imaginations or watch Shrek or something like that. Shrek's got a fucking great Scottish accent, by the way. Fucking top tier fucking Scottish accent in Shrek, trust me. Okay.
It actually has a definitive and interesting plot regarding the Disney characters losing their memories and you actively trying to restore them and figure out what happened in the past, which isn't apparent, how the whole village that you're trying to restore got overrun with this like corruption. And then you're trying to recruit new Disney characters to your village as well, which we just recruited Moana last night, which is interesting. So it's actually quite an interesting game right now. And we're about 9 hours into it. Excuse me, we're about 6 hours into it. And I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. So I'm looking forward to more of that tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. You know, last night you guys showed up. You were very engaging. You supported the stream. Thank you for that. Hopefully.
Let's see if we can get a translation for that. You showed up, you were very supportive, you were very engaging. We're on we're on Tips Tracker. Piece of Pieces Tips Tracker. Amazing tool. Oh, I was expecting more support than that. It only got $69 for playing this game. It only got $69. I was expecting far more here. And by the sound of how he's fucking talking about this fucking game, I was expecting it to be like at least a hat goal being hit. Lucky Brand wants me to search oregano on Pig Go because he said oregano weird apparently. Let's see. Which one? There's multiple oreganos. Does it matter which one? Lucky Brand? From last night, he has like 7 or something, 8, 9, 10. Why has he said oregano all these times? How in the hell? Which one? He changes the pronunciation of every one. Oh, let's test that theory. Okay, let's just test that theory right now. 2 seconds. We're going to speed run the multiple times Phil says oregano. Give me a second here, guys. This is for science. Right, we've got a whole bunch of them open. Fuck it.
Oregano. And oregano. Gordon Ramsay's basil and oregano. Oregano. That's oregano. With the basil and oregano. Basil and oregano. Where's the oregano? Hey Merlin, you know what oregano looks like? What is that? Is that oregano? Derek says, I think Ramsey says oregano the same way we do. Say oregano anyway. Do you see oregano? Wow. Now we know oregano is very tall. So oregano is going to look weird. Cook a meal using basil or oregano. Drops in the pot. And then some oregano.
Well, that was fucking shite.
We can keep that up tonight and finish the week with a great final stream there. Okay? So I'm not here tomorrow. I'm off from streaming. If you happen to get caught up on any of my stuff here on the channel, I hope that you will consider giving it a like if you enjoyed the video. That helps for engagement. Leave some comments. Now remember, something that I came up with last week, and I hope that you guys have been doing it. If you saw something this week that you thought was the best moment of the week, and it could be today, but it might have happened during Call of Duty, whatever, please leave a comment on the video on YouTube, on DSP Gaming here, and timestamp the moment you think is the best moment. I did see a few people do that this week, and so I will be reviewing the videos and comments tomorrow. I'm going to do at least one highlight of the week. All right? Excuse me, it's absolutely disgusting. I felt that one coming too. Ooh. I'm going to be doing a highlight of the week as a short on DSP Gaming tomorrow, and likely...
There we go, we got another fucking bingo. I knew he was going to fucking say it. You could fucking see it building up. We can see it fucking building up there, and he finally fucking said it. That's another bingo right there.
I'll do at least one, if not more, depending on how many I find, okay? So the reason that I'm doing these is because they highlight the best and funniest moments, and they might get people to check out the content that maybe they didn't check out. Maybe you didn't follow the Modern Warfare 2 stuff this weekend, but if you see a funny moment in a short, oh, I'm gonna go check it out now. You see? It's a good way to promote the channel. So I am gonna do that tomorrow. I'll probably put out one or more YouTube shorts of what you guys think are the best moments. So if you haven't yet, if you're watching those videos on demand, please leave a comment with the timestamp in it so I can see that tomorrow and make those shorts for you, okay? When I return on Thursday, no, I did not see that they've updated monetization to YouTube Shorts. I'm not paying any attention to it. When I return on Thursday, it will be Ask the King. This is my Q&A show where I dedicate an entire show just to answering your questions. It's different from me just answering a question on the fly here on a stream, because typically when someone asks me a question on the fly, I give you the abridged, very quick, literal shoot from the hip answer rather than thinking it through. Okay? Ask the King is supposed to be the opposite of that. It's supposed to be, oh, I actually picked your question because I felt it was a question I could intelligently answer and maybe add some kind of entertainment value to it. I thought out the answer and I gave you a good full length, you know.
Basically, Phil can say that he can be entertaining if he wants to be. He just needs a lot of fucking preparation for it to rehearse the entertainment factor. He can't be entertaining and intelligent on the fly. That shit is fucking too advanced for him. That is far too fucking extreme, fucking like top tier streamer kind of behaviour you would not get from Phil Burnell. No. Why the fuck should you expect him to be intelligent and entertaining with the things that he says live on a stream without pre-preparing that shit? Prophet says, I'm going to comment on it with the funniest moment of him saying the PS5 doesn't have surround sound. Go for it, pal. Good luck. If you've not seen Prophet's new video yet, go do so now. In fact, if you're not subscribed to Prophet, do it now. I fucking got his link to the fucking channel pinned in this fucking live stream. Subscribe to Prophet, please, or else I'll fucking send his fucking sexbot army after you. Actually, that's actually... You guys might like that.
Retort to whatever you're asking. Retort. I don't know why I said retort. But anyway, yeah, so that's Thursday, okay? If you haven't posted up your questions yet, you can. Type in ! Ask the King into the stream chat. A link will pop up. It'll take you right to dspgaming.com where you can post up your questions early. If you're a member, you already have an exclusive thread here on DSP Gaming's community tab where you can post up your questions, and your questions have an incredibly increased chance to be answered. So if you haven't posted up yet, go to the community tab of DSP Gaming and scroll down a few days. You'll see it there. It's a poll just for members, or not a poll, a thread just for members. Post up your questions, okay? So, there you go. Please do. And then it'll be a fun Q&A show this coming Thursday, all right? Thursday night will be Multiverses, which I can't wait to play again. I'm really enjoying the game. I've permanently unlocked Velma now, who's one of my favorite characters. So likely to be a combination of maybe, Velma as well as other things. I might balance that with, I don't know if I want to play more Gizmo right away, but maybe I could go to back to Bugs Bunny or maybe Batman or something like that. So good fun, late night Multiverses stream Thursday night. Now, here's where the schedule is going to change. I am announcing a change to the schedule. Are you ready? Friday, the main gameplay stream will be Splatoon 3. We're going to check out the first ever Splatfest in the game. Now, I'm well aware that Splatoon 3 is the game that has had the least amount of attention on my channel ever. Like I said, 4 days have passed, and there's still a Splatoon 3 gameplay video with less than 300 views. That's never happened in the history of DSP Gaming. I'd like to repeat that. DSP Gaming has existed since 2010. 12 years. There's never been any game playthrough that I've put up that the videos have less than 300 views.
I wonder if we can do a quick, deep dive of the data to see if that's true or not. Is there any way to organise this shit by, low views? How would you even do that? I mean, let's just scroll down a wee bit and just see. Anything... Bassmaster, 377 views. September 11th. Only 377 views for a video 9 days ago. That seems abnormally low, Phil Burnell. Anything else that's quite low, even though it was fucking uploaded ages ago? Let me think. Saints Row, 465 views, fucking 9 days ago. Anything that's really, really fucking low, even though it's been on the fucking channel for several fucking days, or weeks even. Destroy All Humans, 496 views. That's quite fucking low, despite being on the fucking channel for almost a fortnight. There's another one, 393 views. Destroy All Humans. Man, no wonder Phil's pissed off that fucking game. It wasn't just a fucking, kiddie humour, all the every fucking joke's a fucking sex joke or some bitch. Nah, he was really pissed off because he wasn't getting the fucking views for that fucking game that he wanted. Jesus Christ, man. I was going to hold the page down button for a wee while, just randomly and arbitrarily, to see what the fucking views are like and some of the shit. See if all of them can suffer this fucking same kind of fate, where they fucking struggle to get many fucking views, even though they've been on the fucking channel for fucking months or something. Anything that's really fucking low. Give me a second, just scan the fucking thing very quickly. Blah 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 blah. 2K, 1K, 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 blah 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 blah. Nah, they'll all say the further back you go, the fucking more time it's been on the fucking channel, so there's more potential for the fucking thing to get good views. Or, I say good views, more views than fucking usual. So yeah. Back to the matter is, so Phil's kind of lying about Splatoon, in my opinion. Because Bassmaster fucking been on his channel longer than that, and that's only got 300 fucking views. any fucking excuse he can use to drop that game that he clearly does not want to fucking play.
Within a few days. It's never happened until now with Splatoon 3. So if that doesn't kind of explain why I'm not doing extensive coverage of Splatoon, I hope now you kind of understand. Fair enough? All right. But since this is kind of the last hurrah for Splatoon, what I like to do is I would like to play the Splatfest on Friday just to see what it is. All right? So Anso Kamaru says you should skip it. Why should I skip it? Tell me now, because if you want me to skip it, then fuck it. Just tell me now. Because I was under the impression it's important. It's my opportunity to see exactly what it is for the first and last time, since it sounds like I'm probably never playing the game again. Right? Well, I'm going to see what Ansu Kamaru says. But I figured I would do it once as a major stream and say, okay, here he is. Here's what it is. And last chance to check out the game and see exactly what it is. Okay? Oh, really? Splatfest Pacific time starts Friday night at 5 p.m.? Okay, so I'm not doing Splatfest on Friday. Instead, we're going to be doing Earthbound. We're going to do another stream of Earthbound as the major stream on Friday. Okay? Friday night will be Friday Night Fights, the Capcom Fighting Collection. The last couple of weeks, it's actually been much better, I would say. We actually gotten more matches, which is good. So that'll be Friday night. Then Saturday and Sunday, here's the announcement. Because I liked the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 beta so much last week, well, I should say yesterday and Sunday, I'm going to play it again 2 days this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, both days. It will be the main gameplay stream. Only this time around, it's going to be on Xbox Series X. So we're going to be able to directly compare the controls of it on PlayStation 5 to this controller and see the difference. We're also going to see how the surround sound that I'm actually going to get on Xbox will affect my gameplay experience. Okay? So Anzo Kamaru says pretty much it's more the same that you've been complaining about. What makes it great is a culmination of aspects of the game that you're not into. It's not too many changes. Okay, fuck it. I'm done with Splatoon 3. We're done. Seriously, there's no point to play it ever again. No one's really caring about it. I think it's actually good, but if it's not catching on with the audience, I'm not going to keep playing it and essentially...
There's no way in hell that he actually is enjoying the game or thinks it's fucking good. He clearly dislikes the fucking game. He's just trying to fucking save face because a fan donated him the fucking game. Mr. fucking true and honest, authentic, real, no bullshit fucking content creator is trying his best to not sound like a fucking dick to the guy that gave him the fucking game. He's blaming his audience and some apparent, fucking fabricated, retention figures for fucking dropping the fucking game, even though he's had similar fucking games which has had similar kind of fucking views on them that he's not dropping because he loves those fucking games, apparently. Fuck this shit. I mean, this guy does not deserve any fucking games from this fucking crowd. Isn't it from his fans or shit? If it's not a game he's going to be that interested in, if you know it's going to be hard to convince him to fucking be interested in the fucking game, it's not worth getting it for him. He's going to shit all over it, find an excuse to fucking drop it, and pretend he fucking liked the game, but it wasn't his fault I had to drop it. Oh, I'm so sorry you fucking gave me that game. I would have kept playing it, but my audience overall don't like it. It's a shame. Otherwise, I would have gladly played that fucking game for you, but my damn audience, most of my audience aren't giving me the fucking views I want, so I'm so sorry, dear fan, that spent $60 on this game for me to fucking play. I can't play the game anymore because I've got to do what's best for my channel, even though I clearly like the fucking game. Fuck the fuck off, Phil, you lying piece of shit. Just be honest with the fucking idiot that gave you the fucking game and just say, look, I don't like this fucking game. Thanks anyway, but I don't like this fucking game. I'm not playing it anymore. Fuck this piece of shit. Thanks, but no fucking thanks, you moron. Just tip me next time.
Essentially wasting time when people want to see other stuff. Alright. So there you go. Fan of Lovecraft, go right ahead. He says he has an extra beta code on PC for the Modern Warfare 2 beta. Could you give it out in the chat? Go for it. So someone wants to play the Modern Warfare 2 beta on PC. He's about to give out the code. I can't play it on PC, so have at it. Okay. There are tricolor turf wars during Splatfest. You can't play otherwise. It sucks. I wanted to see you try it out. Again, did you notice? I literally just said, oh, we're going to do Splatoon 3. And everyone in the chat was like, no, skip it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Skip it. Yeah, I think we're done. I hate to say it. Again, Splatoon 3 is insanely popular in Japan. Their hottest game right now. And among the Nintendo community, all right? People who are heavily into Nintendo, who talk about Nintendo, who are all about the Switch and the exclusive games, they're all over it. All right, I see it. I see people posting about it on Twitter and everything. I know that there's this community of Splatoon fans. They're large, a large community of Splatoon fans. Sadly, my viewer base is not that community outside of a couple people. I know Anso Kamaro, Big Papa Phil. There's a few people who like it, but it's not a lot. So I got to go along with what people want, and people just keep telling me stop playing this game. Like I said, the least viewed game I've ever played on the channel Literally, it's the best-selling game ever in Japan and the least viewed game ever on DSP Gaming. That's a stark contrast. Okay, so both Saturday and Sunday, all right, it's going to be the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 beta on the Xbox Series X. The night streams, well, Saturday night, we'll do more Disney Dreamlight Valley. And then Sunday night, it's Sunday Night Bites, which is Bassmaster. Okay? Now, here's what we need to figure out. All right? I'm still going to be playing Earthbound, although after today and the Earthbound stream that I'm now doing on Friday, we're probably getting near the end of the game. All right? Probably one more week maybe of on and off Earthbound, and we might beat it. It's not a super lengthy game, right? It's between 20 and 30 hours long. So, I think that we'll end up beating it, like I said, probably one more full week, maybe by the end of October. Okay? Or, excuse me, I'm so stupid. Maybe by the end of September is what I meant to say. That was really dumb that I said that wrong. So, all that being said, we're going to have Earthbound, but we're going to be looking for another game as the game to play during the daytime to balance with Earthbound for now. And we have a lot of options, okay? We could jump into Game Pass. We haven't been there in a while, and maybe we can pick and choose a couple games to alternate for, you know, a little bit until the new games start coming out in October. That's a possibility, okay? For example, Hellsinger, which I didn't play. We could have that in the rotation, okay? But there's others as well. There's actually, I've heard a good handful of games on Game Pass that I kind of avoided that we could jump in and we could actually have in the rotation to balance with Earthbound, okay? So, this week will be hectic. Again, let's recap. Ask the King and Multiverses, Earthbound and Friday Night Fights, the Modern Warfare 2 beta on Xbox and Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Modern Warfare 2 beta on Xbox and Sunday Night Bites, likely more Earthbound and maybe some multiverses, and then maybe something new on Tuesday to balance with more Disney Dreamlight Valley, okay? That's what I'm thinking. Now, the question is, what's going to be the new thing? Well, there is a new game, technically. It's called Shovel Knight Dig. And apparently it's not a full-fledged sequel, but it is an expansion to the original Shovel Knight game from many years ago, which I absolutely loved. And I would consider doing it if you guys want to see it, but I haven't really seen that much demand. What I mean by that is I really have been talking about it for about a week, and it doesn't really seem to be that many people excited for it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Now, in addition to that, there's something else that I've decided to skip, and that's going to be the Wolong demo. Why am I skipping the Wolong demo? All right, I'll tell you why. Because I looked into it, and I talked to a couple people who played it. And essentially, Wolong is Neo with a required parrying system like Sekiro. Essentially, Wolong is another...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Australian Doom, for Super Chat. It says, if I hear him talk about Japan one more time, I'm going to pull my hair out. Yeah, he's quite racist towards the Japanese. It's kind of strange, isn't it? But yeah, it's... Bob Burnell's a very racist motherfucker, you know, and he's never really forgiven, you know, that loss he had at EVO. The one time he done well at an EVO tournament, he came fourth. The top three were Japanese, and he's never forgiven them since. The whole country of Japan was just on his fuck you list for life at that point, because they had the audacity to be better at a video game than he was. How dare they be better at a video game than Phil is?
One of these kind of knockoff games. And you guys know me, I've stayed away from FromSoft knockoffs. Every one of them. The only one that I guess you could ever consider that I played was Neo. That was it. Outside of Neo, I've stayed away from every single one of these games because I said, if I'm going to play that style of game, I'll play it from the originator and the one that does it best, From Software. If you guys want to see me play a From Software style Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro-esque game, I'll do my next run of Elden Ring. No, really, if that's what you guys want, we'll start Elden Ring New Game Plus. I'm okay with that if that's what you really want. But I don't see the point of playing knockoffs. I just don't. These games are a dime a dozen. There's like 5 or 6 of them a year now.
No. This doesn't make sense. Because Elden Ring's an old game, technically. I mean, this doesn't really make sense for Phil's narrative, why he plays some games and not others. Multiverses is essentially kind of the spiritual successor to Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is still a game he could play, but he refuses to because he's shite at it. And yet, I don't know, it's strange. It's strange to me that Phil fucking tries to fucking come up with these kind of strange, he's trying to argue fucking his own strange reasons and logics and logical explanations as to why he skips some games and why he'll play some other games. And he always ends up contradicting himself at every fucking turn. Every time he contradicts himself with his own dumbass narrative. This game is the same as that game, so I'm not going to play this game because it's the same as that game. But I'm going to play this game because it's the same as that game. And I really like that game, so I'm going to play this game. Well, that makes no fucking sense. Shut up, you're banned.
You play them once, you never hear of them again. Like, there was just that Thymesia game. Within 2 weeks, there was Steel Rising. Now there's Wo Long demo. See what I mean? Within a month, there was fucking 3 of them. Is anyone going to be talking about these games in a week? No. Well, no one's talking about them now. You know? So there you go. So Expand Dogs and Shovel Knight Dig is not a sequel or expansion. It's a spin-off with procedural generations. I don't know why people pitch it to you as a sequel. It might be fun, but it's not the real deal, so skip it. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just don't know anymore, man. I don't know. And it's funny. It's very funny.
Do those count as weird noises?
So skip it. Wow.
So it makes a whole bunch of just random noises here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just don't know anymore, man. I don't know. And it's funny. It's very funny. Because people say, well, why did he do a summer of retro? Right? This is exactly why. Because every time that there was something new coming out or something exciting, oh no, it's not new or exciting. It's actually not, it's not good. You should skip. So I did. I skipped a ton this summer, right? Don't play the new Saints Row. Play Saints Row 1 instead. Okay, I did. And I enjoyed it, by the way. So maybe I made the right choice there. But you see the point I'm making? So anyway, so yeah, I think I'm skipping the Wo Long demo. I don't think I'm going to play it. So that means this weekend, essentially, we might have an open day. And then basically for the finale of September and heading into early October, we are going to need something because we're going to have Overwatch 4. Oh my God. We're going to have Overwatch 2 on October 4th, which is fine. But we're going to need something else to balance with that. It's not just be Overwatch every day. The late night streams, we're good. We've got a good rotation of stuff going on the late streams now. That's good for variety purposes. But what we need now is another 1 to 2 major daytime games to kind of balance out so that we have stuff to do until all those new releases start hitting in mid-October. All right? So, I guess that's what we're going to have to figure out. So over the course of this next week, let's see what we've got. Maybe it warrants doing a Game Pass stream where we actually just jump on Game Pass and we know Hellsinger's in there. Let me see what other games are available, what else is there. Is there something that I want to do as a playthrough before we jump into all the hot new releases of October? You know, I think maybe we need to do something like that, okay? I know it's like the year of Game Pass. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's been a crazy year this year. So that's what I think we'll do, all right? So, but anyway, this week is booked. I think it's more exciting to continue on with the games I'm enjoying, like Earthbound, and play a lot more. Like, I was only going to do 1 day of the Modern Warfare 2 demo, but I was like, dude, I really liked it this last weekend. I had a ton of fun with it. And supposedly, this weekend coming up, there's going to be different weapons unlocked. Like, remember, there was no SMGs, so apparently the SMGs unlocked this coming weekend, so I could use SMGs in it now. That's exciting to me, okay? So there you go. So let's see how it goes, and go from there, all right? All right. So, good week of variety coming up, and I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. And again, we'll be talking and trying to figure out what the next major playthrough will be to balance with Earthbound and then Overwatch 2 and all of that very shortly. That is true. Randy Disher made a good point. He said, remember, Grounded is getting a full-on release later this month. You're correct. Grounded comes out on the 27th, doesn't it? I'm going to add that to my calendar right now. Because that might be something that I actually want to check out, because it's going to have a full campaign now, as opposed to Grounded. That was, I played it last year, and it was an unfinished early development game. Now the game actually has a full story and everything, so I might want to check that out. Okay, we'll have to see. I mean, that's I liked it when I played it last year, and I never got back to it, and now it's the full-on release. So maybe that's what I could do. Maybe we could do Earthbound and balance that with Grounded, and then jump into Overwatch 2, and then add in Hellsinger. Right? So now we have 4 games already. And then we can figure out what else will push us until the middle of October. I think this might work out well, actually. Okay. There you go. All right, so. Good stuff. I have a couple news stories I'd like to cover today before we get shout-outs. Let's jump right into them. The first news story is that EA Motive, who you may have never heard of, which I wouldn't be surprised, I didn't even know they existed until this morning. EA Motive is a studio at EA that is currently the studio working on the Dead Space remake. Okay? They announced that they are collaborating with Marvel Games on an all-new single-player action-adventure Iron Man game. But in a surprise twist, it's actually a narrative-based game where 75% of the game is just Robert Downey Jr. sitting around and drinking, slurring his speech, and doing ridiculous things. Okay, that part's not true. But an Iron Man game could be interesting. We have not... Iron Man, actually, was a franchise that when it started the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, that was the game... Everyone thought that game would happen. Everyone was like, oh, there's going to be a giant major Iron Man game, and it's going to be the definitive superhero game, because this is really what happened with the Iron Man movie, so it makes sense for them to make the game, and then it never really surfaced. Like, there were Iron Man games, but never did you have an Iron Man game that was on the same level as, like, this modern Spider-Man, right? So, it certainly could be neat if they actually put this together to be a really nicely done Iron Man game, featuring maybe all these different villains and characters from the Iron Man universe. And by the way, hopefully not the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but its own deal. So that way we don't have the confines of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all of that, right? I don't want a cheap prequel story to the Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark. I also don't want him coming back from the dead, you know? I want something to be, like, really in line with what Iron Man is. So, yeah, that's interesting and exciting. Now, this is just the initial announcement. They're saying we're in pre-development phase. We haven't even worked on it yet. We just want to let everyone know, like, this is our next major project. So take that as you will. I think that sounds good, actually. Okay? The other announcement this morning, which is kind of shocking, wow, it's actually not, is that Sony has been confirmed is now developing a new model of PlayStation 5. Okay? So, as you guys know, holy shit, has the launch of the PS5 been a shit show. When it first came out, no one could get it. It was the most rare thing on the planet. And then even when the supply chain started to go a little bit less confined and restricted, these fucking scalpers bought them all up and made it nearly impossible to get a PS5 from normal means. I mean, yeah, if you want to subscribe to 10 different alert services and people who tweet every time that a PS5 has a drop of inventory at a store at 3:42 a.m. in the morning, and you're okay with jumping out of bed and rushing to your PC to jump into a queue and mash add to cart, add to cart, add to fucking cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, and then try to check out before the website crashes, maybe you got a PS5 in the last 2 years. But for us normal fucking people, this has been a problem, okay? They're not in stores. They still can't really get a PS5 without a lot of concerted effort, all right? So, Sony is well aware of this, and they have announced, well, I guess the report, they haven't announced it formally, but there's a report that Sony is going to have a new version. Sorry, I'm going to try to stretch my back for a second because it feels a little stiff. They're going to do a new version of the PlayStation 5. This version of the PS5 will be a baseline version that is identical, but the difference is you will now be able to purchase an add-on disk drive optionally. So there will no longer be a digital only and disc versions of the PS5. It will be just the PS5, and then if you want to use game discs or movies with it, you buy the disc drive optionally. Okay? And what's kind of interesting about this is this is almost the route that the Xbox 360 took 16 years ago with the HD DVD drive. Okay? The difference here was that the reason that they did that is because they felt that HD DVD was going to be the future of high-definition video and gaming, and they backed that horse, while Sony felt that Blu-ray would be the future of HD quality stuff, and they backed Blu-ray and put Blu-ray into all of their PlayStation 3s by default. So it drove the cost up of the PS3, but honestly, they came out the winner, right? So all of us who bought HD DVD drives, including me, I owned an HD DVD drive for my Xbox 360, and I watched quite a few movies on it. I had the King Kong Peter Jackson movie, and I had a few. I had like maybe 5 or 6 HD DVD movies, and the quality was quite good back then. And then what happened? Well, Blu-ray won, and HD DVD went defunct, and they all became incredibly valueless overnight. Much like all those other Betamax tapes and shit like that, right? Same thing. So, yeah. So what they're doing here is they're going to sell a standalone drive that will allow you to play the disc games or play your Blu-ray movies if you so choose. But if you don't care about that, you could just buy the baseline PS5 and have no issue. All right? So this, in my opinion, as long as the stocks will be available, and here's what I mean by that. There will be enough PS5s to go around and enough of the drives to go around, okay? Then this is a good idea. Because essentially what this will do will alleviate the issue of the supply chain issue. Instead of it being, oh, we have to manufacture 2 completely different consoles and figure out the logistics of getting those out there to the consumers, they'll only have to manufacture 1. And we're 2 years into the run of the PS5 already. Likely they've already figured out a way to streamline this console, make it smaller and less bulky, probably get more cheaper components to make the same quality console. It's going to be like the PS5 Slim, essentially. You know, that PS5 I have down there is a chunky boy. That thing is a chubber. It's large. It's weird because it's oddly misshapen and different looking from my very sleek and small Xbox Series X. So, it's an interesting premise and an interesting idea, and if it works, meaning if they can mass produce this PS5 and not have issues with the supply chain, this would alleviate the problems that they're having right now getting PS5s out to the public. So, I think it's a good idea. We have no information, however, on when this is going to actually happen. It's just a report that kind of came out today, and we're waiting for more details on it, okay? So, we'll see. When there's updates on that, obviously I'm going to touch upon them. I know there's many people out there who are looking to get a PS5 and still can't get one. Maybe this would be your solution. Let's say they come out with this by, like, next year. Maybe the market will be flooded with PS5s finally. You'll be able to buy it at a store. You know, like anything else. Imagine that, buying something physically and taking it home with you. It's an interesting theory that could happen. I haven't seen it yet, right? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the news stories for today. So I think what we'll do is we'll get to shout out, shall we? My neck is very stiff today. I'm noticing my neck and my back feel stiff. I must have slept in a weird position. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some shout outs. We start off with the YouTube side of things. And we start off with Platinum in Pictures, who did a super chat this morning and said, good morning. Thank you to Platinum in Pictures for the super chat to get things started this morning. Then we had Duckmaster, who did a super sticker of a anthropomorphic pear jumping up and down with a #1 written on its chest, and then next to that says dancing letters that say fan. So #1 fan from the Duckmaster. Thank you, Duckmaster, for that. Shout out to Bean Reaper, who became a member this morning. I already shouted that out, but I'll shout it out again. Shout out to Patriotic American Alpha Sauce, formerly OIC, who re-upped his membership for 17 months and says no idea how many months this is at now. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm excited for a nice chill day to end my week of streaming. I know we're going to have a good time with Earthbound, so I'm excited for today. And Duckmaster did a second super sticker, this time a game controller that is also anthropomorphic, that roids up and has 2 muscular arms that go like this on its sides, and then it says level plus above its head. I don't know who made up these super stickers. I also have no idea how many people have actually seen them, because how often do you actually see a super sticker used on a YouTube stream? Almost never, right? Thank you for Duckmaster for those. I appreciate that. Now, on the tip side of stuff, we start off today with a $7.77 tip from Platinum in Pictures as well. So Platinum in Pictures, both tipping and super chatting. Thank you, Platinum in Pictures. Lucky sevens, right? Thank you so much. Arcade Cup did a $1.69 tip. Thank you, Arcade Cup, for that. Snow Carl did a $1.50 tip. And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to start a little segment that I like to call What is Snow Carl asking today? I pressed the wrong button, but maybe that's more appropriate. I actually think that is more appropriate. So we're going to do that from now on. What is Snow Carl asking today? I forgot I had that button. Very nice. So, Snow Carl's question. I've noticed a lot of the time when you have lengthy pre-stream segments, you'll start shout-outs at like the 12:20 mark and rush through all the contributions. Do you think you could end your segments earlier to adequately answer all of the tips and super chats? Yes. Next question from Snow Carl, because he did a second tip. Let me add this. Hold on. I actually really like that sound effect now. The next question from Snow Carl. Thank you for another $1.50 tip. He says, yesterday you said you and Kat hadn't been able to visit the zoo like you tried to plan for the last couple of years. I mean, really sad. I'm wondering if I tip you enough to afford the tickets, would you be able to go on your next day off? It's not the cost of the tickets. It's the fact. There's 2 factors involved. All right. The first factor is that Kat's schedule is not consistent. She works retail. And every effing year, this happens where she doesn't have consistent days off. So it's almost impossible for us to plan out a day where we're going to have to travel. All right. If we're just doing random errands and shit around here, who cares? But if you actually have to drive a significant length, if you're trying to plan out a day where you want to hit stuff along the way, or maybe do a reservation somewhere, whatever it may be, you need to actually plan the day. And what ends up happening is,
I actually got completely fucking blanked on that. This is family talk. I don't know why they can fucking register that. This is family talk. That is a single bingo. Also, Phil, you're a dumb bastard. Now, Cat's schedule might not be fucking that flexible, but yours certainly is. So anytime fucking Phil could easily fucking just tweet out whenever he knows fucking Cat's schedule, when she's fucking free a certain day, they could fucking go together. Phil, and if Phil's meant to be working that day, he could just fucking say, you know what? I'm going to change my day off to today to match you, Cat. Let's have a day off today and let's enjoy the zoo, and I'll tweet out that everything I was meant to be doing today will instead be happening tomorrow and my day off will be today. No, Phil can't do that. His fucking schedule is fucking far more important than Cat is and fucking going and seeing a fucking giraffe at the zoo.
We have to plan out the more important things. So, for example, Jasper's vet visit last month. That was super important. She took the day off of work that day specifically so we could take Jasper to the vet. You see? That was important. Medical appointments. Those are important. So, again, we have a medical thing that's coming up. You know, she has to take the day off so we can go to the doctor or whatever. And there you go. You see what I'm saying?
Why does Cat go to the fucking doctor so often? What the fuck's wrong with Cat? Diabetes or something? Did the diabetes get her?
But when you're taking all of your time, your scheduled time off to do the essentials, now you just don't have the flexibility to take the scheduled time off to do the optional fun stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the major problems here is we haven't been able to schedule it in at a date when we know she's going to be off because every week her schedule is different. Just in the last 2 months, right? We've had days off on a Wednesday, days off on a Thursday. I think 1 week we had a day off on a Friday, right? Randomly. You see what I'm saying? If it moves around, then you can't really plan that well for it. All right. So that's half of the equation. The other half of the equation is that I am working so much and quite frankly can't really afford to take time away from the streams. Because, for example, here's how this problem could be solved. Okay. 1 week, I decide I'm going to take an extra day off. So I'm going to have 2 days off. The first day, I run all the errands. I do all the shit I need to do. I get it all done. And then the next day, Kat and I have a day together where we just go out and have fun. That would be great. That would be absolutely, positively great if we could do that. But look at what's happened to me in the last several months, okay? Let's be very starkly honest about everything. Things have been very, very tight for me. I told you guys over the last many months, financially, I'm barely able some weeks to make ends meet. There's been weeks where I had to appeal to you guys for help on the day before my day off, and then it would happen. I would, thank you so much. I can now have my day off with my wife, you know, because we have enough money for it. That's how tight things have been, all right? It's not getting better either with fucked up stuff like people hitting me with false copyright strikes and shit like that. Here's the truth, and I said this before and I'll say it again. If people would just stop...
A reminder that whenever Phil says, here's the truth, he does not actually mean it literally. He says he uses it as a fucking phrase, and doesn't necessarily mean he's actually being honest there. It's actually a fucking, you know, it's not actually something to take literally. Whenever he says, here's the truth, it is just a saying, it is not a statement of fact. So come on, Phil, hit us with this false truth.
Like that. Here's the truth, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. If people would just stop fucking with me and trying to ruin my business and my life, then the things they don't like about me would go away. Okay, let me give you an example.
Shut the fuck up and don't give us an example. The Baltic Bro says, that doesn't make sense. Usually you get 2 consecutive days off work when you work retail, as retail stores are super strict over overtime pay, so his schedule for Cat makes no goddamn sense. I agree, Baltic Bro. However, he's saying, why doesn't she have 2 days off? I really don't know of any retail jobs that make people work 6 days a week on a regular like that. Is also a very good fucking point. There is a possibility here, guys, but maybe she's got more than one job. It's possible she's working 2 part-time jobs. I'm just putting it out there. It's a random theory, I know. We don't know. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I'm just playing devil's advocate there. She could have multiple part-time jobs, and not just the one. I know it's unlikely, but yeah, some people are convinced she doesn't even fucking work anymore. Prophet, for example, is convinced she doesn't work. I personally think she does work. Who knows? We don't know, and maybe that's for the best for now, because unless Phil fucking accidentally spills the beans, how are we going to fucking know that shit, you know? But all we can do is just assume that the fucking times that fucking Cat's out the house, it's because she's fucking working. Who knows? I don't know.
If people just stopped messing with my livelihood for like a year or two. If there was no fluctuation in my income.
A year or two? A year or two? If we just ignored Phil for 2 years, he'd be like perfectly fine.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett. We also super chat. It says, I have a 5-year plan that's dependent on zero trolling. Okay. Snort. Brad Bunning, cancel the bingo. Show's over. How about I go home? Stream's end. Shit. Oh my god, man. No, Phil, how about this? How about this, pal? How about this, Phil? Phil, just a wee bit of advice, Phil. You know, you could probably have a lot more financial flexibility in your life if you just stop spending all your fucking goddamn money in WWE Champions. If you stop spending $1,000 on a whole weekend event on WWE Champions, you might have a bit more spending money to take Cat to the goddamn zoo and check out our fucking relatives in the fucking, you know, cages.
Because people would stop trying to hurt me in concrete ways like this. I wouldn't have to come on stream and say, hey guys, I'm desperate this week, I need help, can you please tip or do this or do that? I would never have to do that. Why do you think I'd have to do that? Because they keep fucking with me. If they would just leave it alone.
No, you have to fucking do that because you're fucking financially irresponsible in life. You fucking made yourself bankrupt because you fucking overextended yourself and you couldn't fucking afford to sustain your fucking house that you fucking spent too much money moving into. You didn't fucking prepare for rainy days where when YouTube money fucking dried up, your fucking, stupid, ridiculous fucking machinima contract disappeared. You never prepared for the worst case scenario. You overextended yourself, you cannot live within your means, and so you fucking use your fans to substitute that lost income. It is not your fucking fault, your fans. It is not their responsibility, your fucking fans, to fucking substitute your fucking lost income from those fucking glory fucking gravy days of fucking machinima pay. It is not their goddamn fault that they've got to fucking step up when you fucking keep overspending because that's a lifestyle you have gotten used to over the years and you're fucking too fucking selfish to sacrifice in your own life, to downsize in your own life. Phil Burnell, it is time for you to fucking make serious fucking sacrifices in your own shitey wee life and stop fucking burdening your fans of these fucking constant fucking begging segments. D-Dog says he googled Seattle Zoo. The tickets are $2 each.
Then it wouldn't happen. But the thing is, the thing they complain about and use as the justification for their harassment, trolling, and illegal acts towards me is the very thing that they create with said actions. So the very nature of their thought process is nonsensical, illogical, and crazy. But they don't see that. Instead, they just see, haha, do it for the lulz. Now I harass someone online and I get away with it. Haha, I really enjoyed seeing Phil squirm and lose 300 members in the month of August, even though someone had to literally break the fucking law to do it, right? So this is the point I'm making. Last year, I told you guys at the beginning of 2021 that things were looking up. Do you remember that? I said, with the amount of income now that I was making on Twitch, remember, my bankruptcy had gone through in 2020. So now, for the first time in my life, I didn't have a bunch of credit card debt and shit. I could focus on the important things, my mortgage, my car payment, my taxes, and all of that. And I said, wow.
And WWE Champions.
The amount of money I was making on Twitch. Remember, I had an insane amount of subscribers over on Twitch. And I had crazy amounts of cheers. Everything was very good on Twitch with my viewer base and the support I was getting over there, right? And my channel was growing. And then what happens? Oh, you're kicked out of the Twitch partner program. Why? Why? Because idiots mass reported me to Twitch saying that I was a bigot.
Yay, said idiot. That's another bingo. That's a double bingo, actually, for that one. Tell you what, is this coming up quite well? Is this looking pretty good? So I'm not going to lie. Where do you even begin with this goddamn toxified rant on biblical proportions, man? Phil, you're a horrible human being and you've fucking got a history of, documented evidence that backs up those claims of you being an absolute horrible, lying, vindictive piece of shit human being. In fact, calling you a human being is quite insulting to other human beings, in my opinion, because it means they're being compared to you, and most people, I think, are better than you. Comparing you to any animal is an insult to that fucking particular animal, because you are certainly one of a fucking kind, and thank fuck for that. Jesus Christ, man, I need to rewind this. I need to rewind this.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Skylar Baker. I appreciate it. Right, I rewound it because I need to just fucking hear some of this fucking ranting again.
You guys, the beginning of 2021, that things were looking up. Do you remember that? I said, with the amount of income now that I was making on Twitch, remember, my bankruptcy had gone through in 2020. So now, for the first time in my life, I didn't have a bunch of credit card debt and shit. I could focus on the important things, my mortgage, my car payment, my taxes, and all of that. And I said, wow, with the amount of money I was making on Twitch, remember, I had an insane amount of subscribers over on Twitch. And I had crazy amounts of cheers. Everything was very good on Twitch with my viewer base and the support I was getting over there, right? And my channel was growing. And then what happens? Oh, you're kicked out of the Twitch partner program. Why? Why? Because idiots mass reported me to Twitch saying that I was a bigot, a racist, a sexist, saying that my King of Hate moniker was actually a way of saying that I was actually a hateful person, and somehow I had flown under the radar of YouTube and Twitch and everyone for years and years, and it was about time that someone cracked down on me. So they launched an investigation. Said investigation was them reviewing ancient clips from over a decade ago that I have publicly apologized for time and time again, and said that I was very sorry that I said that stuff, okay? They used that as justification to kick me out of their partner program. Overnight, I lost a ton of income. And now this last year, I've been trying to play catch up, building my YouTube channel back up to where it was. So I was in a good position last year. If no one fucked with me and just left it all alone, I likely would have been able to upgrade my setup, get a new PC, get a new everything upgraded. I would have had extra money that I would have been saving. Maybe I would have been able to plan to go on a honeymoon with my wife. And every time that it looks like I'm getting ahead, someone has to fuck with me and ruin it. This has happened almost every single time this has happened in my life in the last...
There's no... I can't. There's no. No. I can't handle this. I can't handle this. I just... The amount of fucking lying and bullshitting and fucking copium going on here, the fucking retconning of his own personal shitey boring history. We know exactly what fucking happened. We witnessed this fucking garbage happening in front of our very eyes. We documented it. We made videos on it. We were there, Phil. We were witnesses to all this fucking shit happening. Who are you fucking trying to convince here? Who are you trying to fool here with these fucking lies? Are you trying to fool your fans? Are you trying to fucking fool yourself? We ain't buying it. We fucking know what happened. We know what you still do. We know where your fucking money goes. We know that from a period between March 2020 and September 2021, we seen where every single cent went to. Every single fucking transaction. Every single fucking thing. We got an idea of what your usual fucking spending habits are like, Phil Burnell. The weekly door dashes, the multiple microtransactional fucking purchases on iTunes. The random fucking shit, the amount of fucking alcohol spending at Total Wine. Let's get a fucking view of the big massive pie chart at the very end here. The grand total for this fucking 18 months of splurging. $33,000 on sensible things like, you know, mortgages, you know, paying off a mortgage, sensible. Federal taxes, 26 grand, sensible. Almost $11,000 on groceries over 18 months. It seems quite a lot, actually. Not sure if that's normal for just 2 people and a cat, is it? That's quite a lot just for a man, a woman, and a cat. Almost 11 grand in 18 months on groceries. I don't know. Fuck me, man. $45,000 almost on microtransactions. And you see alcohol, over $3,000 in alcohol. Accounting fees, 3.5 grand. Jesus Christ, man. It's unbelievable the amount of money he fucking burned through. Restaurant visits, over 5 grand, almost $6,000 on restaurant visits. I think that includes DoorDash, to be fair. Not 11k a month, no, Tom Tony. $11,000 almost over 18 months. So basically, take this number, $10,926.51, and divide it by 18, and you'll get a monthly average. It's unbelievable. That's what I'm saying though, we have fucking evidence on our side of what his spending habits are like. And really, the biggest one is, this is the biggest one. This one right here. The microtransactions. Imagine if Phil just stopped playing WWE Champions. His life would be so much fucking better. Financially. Jesus, where do you fucking begin with this idiot?
last 14 years since I've been a public persona. Someone has to ruin it. Okay? This year, what happens, right? So things are incredibly tight. I've told you guys this. Things are very tight. I'm really struggling to make ends meet this year. So what happens? Let's make a concerted effort to slander Phil. Let's fabricate conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory.
No, Phil. You can't just fucking try at fake news, even though we've shown all evidence for it, and our evidence is something you've not been able to fucking dispute. This is a fucking person that claimed to have $9,000 stolen from him for a fucking, the identity theft nonsense. Remember that? No, he fucking told his fans $3,000 here, $3,000 here, $3,000 here. That's $9,000 he claimed got taken from his fucking bank account when the bank leaks got dropped on September of 2021. Last year, essentially. Last year. It's actually literally a year ago to the day almost. It's actually almost a year ago to the fucking day the bank leaks got dropped. Happy anniversary to the fucking bank leaks getting dropped, Phil Burnell. He claimed, somebody stole $9,000 from my account. And he never elaborated on that. He never said if we got it back. He never said anything. He just said he can't fucking talk about it. But no. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit, Phil. Everything that we fucking claim about you, we usually have a fucking huge amount of evidence to back up. A huge amount of evidence. We know you play WWE Champions. We fucking have somebody that's actually actively logging your WWE Champions playing habits. We can work out how much you spend during these fucking dumbass events playing WWE Champions. We know what you do in that fucking game, Phil Burnell. We have seen your past history of playing things like that because of the bank leak data. The bank leak data showed how much you spent before.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for Super Chat. It says, TJ Gamebox said he spent $1,011 on a new WWE event. I know, I made a video on it. I made a video explaining that TJ's numbers and covered it myself. I can't, it's unbelievable how Phil is just doing his absolute best. Now, keep in mind, if everything the detractors claimed, if all our claims, if the back leaks were a lie, if WWE Champions was a lie, if all this was a fucking lie, he could easily debunk it. He could actually easily debunk it if he had the truth on his side. The fact of the matter is, though, he can't. How is he fucking meant to debunk something which is, true? He can't fabricate evidence to, say otherwise. So as I'm saying, all he can do is just pretend, just claim it's no him, and claim it's all fake without having any evidence on his side whatsoever to back up.
Post videos up about it all over the internet, so now shitheads are crapping on him constantly. Oh, by the way, let's commit crimes against him and actually issue false copyright strikes against his channel. Now people won't become members anymore, and he loses $1,000 of income that he really needs right now.
Okay, let's just fucking get this out of the way as well. Let's just get this garbage out of the way as well. No. When did the copyright strikes happen to Phil Burnell? Okay, actually, I can actually use my own fucking channel here. 2 seconds, I can use my own bloody wee channel to find this out. It's going to be detour here. 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. Because I made a video on this as well. I made a video, YouTube removes DSP video for hate speech, DSP gets copyright claims. Right, I got copyright claims. When did I get copyright claims? The 25th of August, 24th, 25th of August. Phil got copyright claims late August, the last week of August essentially, okay? So keep that in mind. The last week of August, the 24th, 25th of August, Phil got copyright claims against his channel. Now, what about his numbers? What about his member numbers? Where's the video I did in that? Where's the video I did in that? Where is the video I did in that? Why can't I find you? Oh, there it is. It's actually right above it. So, what did he have before the 24th of August? Let's see. The 24th of August was when he got the false copyright claims. Right before then, he had 503 members. He was wanting more than that. So the copyright claims had just happened, right? He was wanting at the start of the month. He had 635 members at the start of the fucking month. He wanted 675. The copyright claims were not even a thing yet at this point in time. He had 626 members at this fucking point. He was losing more and more members every day. But still, he kept going, he kept plugging along. he kept trying his best to fucking sell the memberships and get the fucking members inflated more and more, overinflated more and more. But what happened? People didn't want to become members. The memberships kept fucking dropping and tanking. He dropped down to 607 fucking members, then 500. He lost 50 in one fucking go. He lost 50 members in one fucking go, and so he moved the goalposts and lowered his fucking goal from 675 to 600 because he dropped so many fucking members. He still hasn't got any copyright strikes yet. No copyright strikes aren't a fucking thing yet at this point in time. This is still the first week in fucking August. Memberships are fucking plummeting. Copyright strikes are fucking not a thing at all yet, and he's fucking hemorrhaging fucking members, and nobody's fucking renewing them. There's no membership bombs happening, and Phil is like, what the fuck's going on? Is it the games? Is it what could be causing all this shit? What is causing people to not want to fucking renew their memberships to DSP Gaming? Not only that, he kept losing more and more members. He kept hemorrhaging fucking more and more members. It went up a wee bit slightly, much to his fucking hoping, you know. He kept hopefully thinking, this is it, I'm turning a corner, I'm going to get the members back. And then what happened? He lost a whole bunch more. He lost a whole fucking bunch more. 503. He lost another 50 odd, so he lowered the goal again. This was right as the copyright strikes happened. Even before, I'd say technically before the copyright strikes even happened to him, he lost another 50. So he lowered the fucking goal again to 550. So he went from over 600, comfortably over 600, right? He lost over 100 members alone right then and there, about 150 odd members even. Almost 150 members right then and there before the copyright strikes were even uttered. Before they were even newsworthy. He is blaming the copyright strikes for losing 300 odd members, when in fact it wasn't even 300 members he lost, it was like 200 and something or whatever. 250 odd members he lost or something in Push instead. But he's using the copyright strikes to fucking blame it for losing every single fucking member, even though he was hemorrhaging fucking members out the arse. Right from the start of the fucking month onwards. The copyright strikes weren't a fucking thing until the last week of the month. And Phil ended up, where did he end up? Let's just remind ourselves again just where he ended up on the membership numbers. He went into, oh, that's a beautiful thing. He went and, so he lowered the goal again from 675 to 600 to 550. And then he lost another fucking huge bombshell. He gave up. He gave up the fucking members. He just started listing what the members were. 421. 421, 25th of August. He's like, oh, fucking boo-hoo, we're not going to hit a fucking goal. I'm just going to fucking cancel the fucking event. I've moved the goalpost 3 times to try and hit a target, and they keep fucking getting lower and lower each time. I give up. The pig started crying in his wee fucking room. Look at that disappointed face of his. 391 members, it goes down even fucking more. 382. It ended the month essentially in 382 fucking members. He hemorrhaged members out the goddamn ass, but this has nothing to do with the copyright strikes, because even when you fucking buy a membership, right? When you buy a membership, it takes a month to expire. So this is the whole month of August. People are watching for that fucking month of August, and they weren't giving a shit about the content. The fucking guys that got gifted memberships didn't give a fucking shit about the content. They didn't want to fucking renew that shit themselves. And nobody wanted to gift them either for whatever fucking reason. He was hemorrhaging members before the copyright strikes were even a goddamn thing. So you can't fucking blame the copyright strikes for losing all those goddamn members when most of them are fucking going away anyway before the copyright strikes were even a goddamn thing. Enough of this fucking garbage, Phil. It's too easy to debunk this idiot. It's too easy to debunk this idiot with his own goddamn lies and narrative. It's too fucking easy to pick apart his bullshit lies.
Right? Gee, I wonder if this would cause me to need more help from my viewers. What a dumb fucking thing. How dumb can you be? We want Phil to stop this action. Let's do 10 things that make him do the action more. You have to be a fucking moron to do this shit. Okay? So, sadly, that's my situation. Right now, I would love to say, you know what? In October, before we get to the busiest part of the gaming year, I'm going to have a week where I take 2 days off. The first day, I'll run my errands. I'll do the necessary busy work shit. Day 2, Kat and I are going to the zoo. Okay? Here's what will happen if I do that. No income for 2 days. Viewership plummets because now people are like, oh, Phil's not here when he usually is. He's not consistent. Right? And now I can't pay my bills for that week. Because, by the way, yeah, the second day off would entail I need to spend money to go to the zoo and food for that day and everything. It's money I didn't raise because I didn't stream. I'm literally living day to day, paycheck to paycheck. That's how this has been. And this month is going to be even worse because of the trolling last month. So I can't do it. I want to. I would like nothing better. Seriously, I would like nothing better than to be able to do this. And I can't because these idiots keep fucking with me. If they would just leave me alone, I'm serious about this, it would go away. Do you really think I want you to think about this deeply, truly now. All of you out there, whether you're a fan, you're a hater, whoever you are. Do you really think I enjoy sitting here saying to my viewers, hey guys, I need help. Could you please support the stream by tipping? Or
to me, it's fucking become so a habit these days, man. You've been doing it since you fucking first showed your face. The moment you fucking first showed your face to your fucking fans, you fucking said to them in that same stream, by the way guys, I got a PayPal, and please click the ads. Click the ads would really help me. You've been doing it, it's been ingrained in your fucking soul since the very fucking moment you showed your ugly arse face on your YouTube videos.
Or this, or that. Do you really think I enjoy that? Why would I enjoy that? All I want to do is sit here and chill with my audience and have a good time and just relax and just, you know what I'm saying? That's all I want. That's it. I don't ever want to mention a contribution ever, right? Ever. But I have to because these people keep fucking with me. All they need to do is leave it alone. All right, geez, we don't like Phil. We call him an e-beggar.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for the super chat. It says Seattle Zoo tickets are $20. 20? I thought they were $2. Somebody in chat earlier on said they were $2. Still, $20 is not much. For, seeing the zoo. That sounds like a good wee day out. Otherwise, is it not kind of weird that Phil's trying to do the exact same shit he did with, Liana as he's doing with Kat? I don't know about you guys, right? I don't know about you guys. I don't go to when I have a meal out, right? I don't try and go to the same places, right? I'll say I'm engaged now, but we go out for meals sometimes. Me and my fiance, we have wee date nights here and now, But I don't fucking take her to places where I fucking went with my ex. I think that'd be a bit strange, personally, unless you couldn't help it, unless it's like, literally it's hard to fucking avoid it, it's like the only place you can go or some pish. And if you got fucking plenty of options though, I would make sure I wouldn't go back to a fucking place where specifically I went with my ex before. And Phil, it's like one of those things where it's like, there's like pictures and like fucking videos of you, like you going to the zoo with Liana and all that shit, and it's like, you're doing the exact same kind of shit. You want to visit the Seattle Tower with Kat, just like you did with Liana. And you want to visit the zoo with Kat, just like you did with Liana. And it's like, dude, like, fucking stop fucking cheating, stop taking your fucking wife to the same places you take your fucking young girlfriend to. It's weird, in my opinion. Do something creative, do something different. I don't know. It's just my fucking taking it all. It's strange to me.
Maybe if we don't completely fabricate negative shit about him for a year and we don't slam his channels with false copyright claims, maybe he can actually make a decent living. Maybe he could get a sponsorship that won't go away because people harass the sponsor. Maybe he could actually make a few extra bucks and now he doesn't have to sit.
Whoa. All of a sudden, Phil wants a sponsorship and he fucking can't get a sponsorship because of detractors. I thought Phil didn't want a sponsorship anyway because he's not a paid shill and he tells the truth and he's like the raw, honest content, that shit, garbage, fucking nonsense spiel he has. All of a sudden, Phil's like, I can't get a sponsorship because of my detractors, even though he fucking claims he doesn't want one anyway. Phil, you're fucking... This is what I'm saying. Phil is constantly fucking deceiving and lying to everyone, including himself. Does he want to be a fucking paid shill or not? Does he want to have a sponsorship? Yes or no? One day he says he can't get one because of detractors, and then some days he's like, I really want them. I wouldn't do it anyway. Fuck detractors. I've been offered these things anyway. I don't want to do it. He says he turns these things down regularly. Make up your mind.
Sit there and say to everyone, it's a tight week. Can I get some tips today? Right? But they don't think like that because they're fucking idiots. No one who's smart acts like these people. You understand? They're nuts. Dumb fucks. They're broken in there. So that's why they act the way they do. There's no justification for what they do besides, oh, I got some really good feeling in me today because I heard someone on the internet and got away with it. It's malicious. It's sociopathic. And sadly, until we get real policing of the internet, it's never going to go away. I've accepted it.
Please call the internet police, Phil, and tell them what I said was so heinous and wrong. If you can prove to me, Phil Burnell, that the back leaks are fake and that you don't play WWE Champions, I will gladly apologise and delete those videos. If Phil Burnell can prove conclusively that the detractors were wrong about the back leaks in WWE Champions, then by all means I will hold my hands up and apologise. Until then, I am going to consider it as truthful because The most evidence I've seen for it being true has come from detractors and Phil Burnell. All I've seen him do is lie. Prophet says, let's be real, he wants a Microsoft or Hori sponsorship, not Raid Shadow Legends. That's a very good fucking point. I can see that being one of his key things he would love to see. It ain't going to happen, no?
All right? But that's the problem with my kind of life right now, is there's nothing I can really do to change it. All I can do is push forward positively and hope for the best. You know, you might say, well, Phil, how are you ever going to get ahead? I mean, I'm really not. I'm never going to hit the YouTube algorithm and go virally popular again and make a ton of money because of it. You know, it's going to be people supporting me. My fans and viewers who support me every day is the reason why I still make a living doing this. And yeah, things are tight, but they're still good. It just sucks that I can't go the extra level. I want to spend more time with my wife and have a fun day out with her, and I just can't do it. And it sucks. It's bullshit. But that's life, you know? Life's not perfect. You roll with the punches and you deal with the negativity and the positivity of it. You enjoy what you can. You know, every moment that I get to spend with Kat, that's a happy moment, is a special moment for me, you know? And I try to make the best of the time we have. I'll give you a perfect example. Last year...
I'll give you a perfect fucking example. On one of his most recent days off, right, from 2 or 3 weeks ago, he spent that day off. He spent 4 hours of that day off sitting on his arse on the couch watching another content creator play a game. 3 to 4 hours on his arse, probably dead silent, probably on his fucking phone playing WWE Champions while he watched a content creator play a game. I think Kat was either on the couch with him or she was playing Skyrim. This was the fucking true quality time he had that he was yearning for with his fucking life. Fucking idiot.
A rare move, we planned out a whole day for her birthday and it all went wrong. This year we said, we're going to stay home for your birthday, but I'm going to make sure that you have a good day. And I ordered her the food she wanted, and we had a good dinner together. We had a good relationship.
Yeah, and you left her the fuck alone for the most part. She had a fucking great fucking birthday because you were fucking barely part of it, Phil.
Actually, night together at home, and it was infinitely better than last year's birthday, just because of that. And you might say, yeah, but it sucks. She didn't even go out for her birthday. Yeah, we couldn't afford it. But guess what? It was still a better day than the day we went out last year, and it was a flop. Okay? You make the best out of what you get. You know? You can't just sit here and scream about the world and how everything's unfair and everything. You can't be an endless victim. You know what I mean? I would prefer to move forward positively and enjoy the great things in my life and be grateful for them, rather than sit here and bitch about the things I don't have. You know, a lot of people are like that. Oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. I'm jealous of this. I'm jealous of that. Of course, I'm jealous of people who are doing better than me, but that doesn't make me not appreciate the good things that I get every day, you know? So, it is what it is, and that's just my attitude, you know? Yeah, it's unfortunate that I can't go to the zoo, right? Even if, Snow Carl, even if you said, I'm going to buy you tickets to the zoo, we still couldn't go. She would have to figure out a way to schedule the time off with her job. I would have to figure out a way to take an extra day off from my work to do it, and those two things can't even happen right now. You understand?
So let's get this clear. So let's just make sure we understand the situation here, right? Apparently, Kat's retail job sees her working 6 days out of 7, which people in my chat are saying doesn't make sense whatsoever, because retail stores are very strict about you fucking not working more than you're meant to, and it seems strange that you don't have 2 days off a week if you're part time. If you work retail, apparently it's normal to have 2 days off a week. So if Kat is working retail, how is she fucking working more than what is usually meant to be happening? And as I said it earlier on, it's possible. I mean, if Kat is working, it's possible she's working 2 jobs. I don't think so, personally. I think she's working 1 job. Some people don't believe she's working as well. Some people think she's not working whatsoever. I think she is working. But I think she's only working 1 job. Bad Luck says, and already he's back to then being an Ender's victim. Not even 1 minute apart. Exactly, yeah, he went straight part to him being always a victim. Prophet says, no, just get the tickets for our next day off and say, next day off, we are going to the zoo. How difficult is that? Well, Phil says that he has to fucking get groceries and all that shit as well on the next day off. You see, the zoo would get in the way of all the important things like grocery shopping, you know? Phil has to make sure he gets that fucking specific cherry juice for his gout, you know? And, you know, it's all that kind of shit. Prophet saying, you know the next story will be if the trolls find out we are going to the zoo, they'll show up. Oh my god, imagine fucking, nah. The key thing is though, I'm convinced that most detractors don't actually fucking care about seeing Phil in the wild, because it would have happened by now if it was a thing. Most people know when Phil's going to be off. Most people know where he gets his fucking haircut. Most people know where he fucking shops. And yet, there's very, very, very rarely do we hear about people seeing Phil in the wild. Most detractors, I think, just generally don't fucking care about a Phil in the world because it's not going to be that interesting a fucking encounter. It would have happened, we would have seen fucking tons of fucking videos and photos or some pish by now if that was a proper international thing, you know, of people fucking planning. Because obviously, it's not a mystery where Phil shops. It's not a fucking mystery where he fucking goes for his shopping. It's not a mystery where he goes for his fucking haircuts. It's not a fucking mystery what they do sometimes on a day off because people know when he's off and people know roughly the kind of criteria they have. It's weird. So, if detractors were going to mess with him on his day off, I think they would have done a lot more than they have already. I just think they don't care.
Okay. Tarantula, what's going on? Tarantula's done a $10 tip. Thank you, Tarantula. That's the biggest tip of the day. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
That is a double bingo. We are 2 away from a full house. Good stuff, good stuff. We are 2 away, as I said. Martin Kearney says, I don't care about seeing Phil. I care about running into his parents since I live in Connecticut. Jesus, aye, well. Jesus, and apparently his parents aren't doing too well. At least that's a fucking story that Phil tells anyway. His parents are fucking really old and they're getting on in age and life and all that shit. And this is what I think. Phil is not going to see his mother and father again, regardless of what happens to them, until they die. He kind of set his stall out, you know. He set his stall out, in my opinion, that he's like, okay, I went back and got married and I saw my mum and dad. Now I don't need to fucking come back here again until I absolutely have to. And I think the only way he'll go back to Connecticut is when one of them fucking dies. That's what I think. It's kind of, it seems a bit morbid to me to say it that way, but that's the kind of person Phil is.
Okay. Tarantula says, hey Phil, just started watching 1883 on Paramount Plus. So far the show seems pretty good. I just stopped watching American Horror Story. The show wasn't very good. American Horror Story is kind of weird. Some seasons I felt was really good, and other seasons I thought was really weak. It really depends because each season is an anthology show. So every season is completely different, which is interesting because it's the same actors usually, but they all play different characters every single season. So yeah, you might really like one season and hate another. A year or two ago, I was watching the 80s slasher season. They had a season that started off like Friday the 13th, and it completely went south and sucked ass by the second half. It was like, wow, they really ruined it. It could have just been a whole thing with this, like a Jason killer, and instead now they're ghosts and there's all this dumb shit going on. I was like, this is stupid. I'm not watching this anymore. So, I'm not surprised to hear you liked it, but then you stopped watching it. I don't know what 1883 is, so. Okay, so guys, we have tackled all the shout-outs. Thank you for 50 likes. We're halfway to the goal of 100 likes that I try to aim for on every stream. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the tips so far. Let's do some open Q&A to end the podcast today, shall we? Yeah, Expand Dong, I know. He says, it's messed up your wife's schedules like that. Over here, I don't know where over here is. He says the manager needs to schedule 2 weeks in advance or you can get written up by the district. It's illegal. Here, you do whatever the fuck you want and get away with it. I'm serious about that too. Like, literally, they could not give you a schedule till the day you're working and there's no repercussions for it. Because here we have what's called at-will employment. At-will employment entails there's no contract between employer and employee. It means you can work there for as long as you want and quit for whatever reason. They can employ you for as long as they want and fire you for whatever reason, within reason, because if they fire you for a reason that's illegal, such as prejudice, then they could get in trouble. But outside of that, they can literally do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, there's no repercussions for anything. They can treat you like shit. They can give you, 1 week, they can say, oh, you're going to get 40 hours at this job. And then the next week they say, oh, by the way, we only scheduled you for 10 hours. Deal with it. But you hired me for 40 hours, 10 hours this week, tough shit, or quit. We don't care. That's American employment. Yeah, that's how it is here. Pretty stupid.
Can my fellow Americans, I say fellow Americans, I'm not fucking American. Can my Americans in chat confirm or deny if Phil's being honest here about this thing? Cat Girl Connoisseur says that's not true. Ramen Brahmin says that's not true. Provis says that's a lie. Barrett Wells says boy who hasn't worked in over a decade tries to say he knows about labour laws. Good fucking point. Excellent fucking point. Backleak says that's actually true, and so does Evil ADR says true. Some people, yes, some of you guys are saying. So, some of you guys think it's true, and some of you think it's lies. David Anderson says certain states have at-will employment. Okay. Cadsper says if he's talking retail outside holiday season, it's accurate. Okay. James Holter says generally that is true. And it basically, Heavy P's basically summed up, it depends on the state. Not all states are hire, fire at will. Okay, yeah, true. Clyde Dale says the schedule thing's a lie. Yamazaki says it's true, but depends on which states. Okay, so I've known he's from Washington, like Phil is. Then we need people, I'll say. Prophet says, I'll see if Meth Bear can come on and discuss it. That's a good shout, aye, because he certainly knows about that kind of thing for sure. You know, I don't think it's a specific area of expertise, but he certainly will know more about the laws than most others because, you know, he deals with law stuff. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I have zero fucking clues on labour laws, and especially in America. I'm just some random Scottish guy, so... But yeah, it sounds a bit fucked up. But, you know, if what Phil is saying is true, there's got to be some sort of protection for fucking employees, surely. I don't know, it's a strange one.
So, yeah, it's fucked up. Did I hear about massive Twitch drama about Slicker and Mizkif? The only thing I heard about is that apparently this guy Slicker was, I don't know what kind of a streamer he is, I don't know what he streams, but apparently he's been streaming for many years and he has a good following. And he scams his moderators and other streamers who are friends of his. He says to them, oh, I'm having...
Hey, we got another bingo. It said friends. Well, friends, but it counts. That's a double bingo. We are one away again. For the third stream in a row, we are one away. Oh, it's a triple bingo. I'm being told it's a triple bingo. Thank you, Dashy, for pointing it out. I do appreciate it. And other people as well, to be fair. Other people did point out. Kid Fun as well, so yeah. Triple bingo. I played the horns 3 times. We are one away. He said necessary earlier on. It doesn't count. He has to say necessarily. Because it's a different... To me, necessary and necessarily are 2 completely different words. I mean, they are 2 different fucking words, but you know what I'm saying. He has to say necessarily.
Tough times. Can I borrow money? Can I take like a loan from you? And he takes the loan and he promises them, I'm paying you back. It's for this important thing. Like, I think he said things like, what did he say? He said things like, oh, I need a plane ticket for my mom or something. So
I am going to go 1.5 speed. We are miles behind. I've been ranting too much. We're fucking like 40 minutes behind. 1.5 speed. Let's just fucking turbocharge this shit.
He blatantly lies about what he's going to use the money on. And then he just blows the money. And I think what people are assuming, or he might have even admitted it, is that he actually is to online gambling, one of those stupid online sites where you do like fucking wheel spins and shit for money. So he literally says, I'm borrowing money, I promise you I will pay you back. And he does it to everyone, his moderators, his viewers, his co-streamers who he's friends with, and then he just gambles all the money away. And then he's just a vicious cycle where he keeps it going. At least that's what I think, right? That's what people, I think that's what the gist of what I got out of it. I don't know who Mizkif is. I didn't hear about that. But it was like 2 days ago, this Slicker guy was all over Twitter, everyone was talking about it. Did I hear about chess drama between Magnus and Neiman? No, I have no idea what that is. Miz is like the biggest streamer on Twitch. Oh, well, as you know, I don't give 2 fucks about Twitch, so I wouldn't even know that. I've never heard of Mizkif before, ever. RS Play says, I've become your fan and a sub after I watched troll videos and other hate videos about you on YouTube. I'm sure more people will become your fans. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome, RS Plays. Let's see here. So we have two more super chats. Main Vegas says, I wish you guys would take more time off to go out. Seattle's a beautiful state. You mean Washington's a beautiful state. With lots of outdoor hiking and camping to do. I know. Listen, I know. Here's the thing, though. We absolutely, positively want to go to Seattle again, but not yet. Seattle is in shambles. There's crime rampant everywhere. Business owners left in droves. And other business owners are still constantly complaining they can't do business because there's so much crime in Seattle. Seattle degraded into a cesspool over the last 2 years. And get this. Seattle, apparently, from what I'm understand, at least if the report is still true, I saw this about a month ago, has the lowest number of police to population of any major city in the United States. Meaning when a crime is committed, it takes them longer to get there and help than anywhere else in the country. They have so few law enforcement because so many people quit in the last 2 years that they are now trying to use incentives like giant hiring bonuses to try to get law enforcement to actually become part of the police force because they can't get enough people. People don't want to do the job because the crime is so bad, and people have basically hated on police so much in the last 2 years that no one really wants to do the job. So, do you really think that right now it's something that we really want to do is go to Seattle? No. We do want to go back. We absolutely want to go like Pike Place Market, the waterfront, do fun stuff there. There's great dining there of seafood. There's a fun mall you can walk through. There's the Great Wheel. There's a motion ride. There's, like I said, the Pike Place Market in itself is fun to walk around and experience. The first Starbucks is out there. We would like to go back to the Pop Culture Museum we really enjoyed and see what new exhibits and things they have there. There's a lot of stuff to do in Seattle, but it basically has to become a place you want to go again. And right now, apparently, it's just rife with this fucking crime. Why would you want to go there, right? What's the chances that you're going to get fucking robbed and shit? Okay. Shout out to Wicked Grom. How you doing, Wicked Grom? Good to see you. Here's Super Chat. He says, have you seen the trailer for Gory Cuddle Carnage on Xbox? It just released on Xbox's channel. It looks killer. That deserves a stream. No, I have not heard of this. What is it called? Gory Cuddle Carnage. I guess I'll have to look into that later. I do not know what that is. Thank you for the Super Chat, Wicked Grom. Okay, back to Q&A. What is my favorite animal at the zoo? Man, that's tough. There's so many cute animals. I really like otters. I like to see otters swim around and play and do so. They're very social animals. And when you watch them for a few minutes, if they're being playful or eating, they're really cute and fun to watch. So I think maybe otters. I don't know. Anso Kamaru says, how do you determine what's a knockoff or not? By your logic, all games can be considered knockoffs. It's a case-by-case basis. I'm not going to go into a giant answer here on a pre-stream. This is the kind of question for Ask the King. Expand Dong says, we went from having too much to do in the week coming up to not skipping everything. You should title the video on demand as the Skip Stream Podcast. Not really. We still have a full week. Think about it. Ask the King, Earthbound, the Modern Warfare 2 beta for 2 days, and then more Earthbound, and we have to figure out what's next. That's all. There's literally maybe one stream to figure out. Killer Kitty? It's about a killer cat? Really? The game is about a killer cat. Huh. It's an interesting year for cat games, though. First we had Stray, now this. Yeah, man, I feel sore. My neck, my shoulder. I must have slept weird. I must have, because I feel totally sore. My first car, the first car I ever drove was my parents' 1991 or 92 Ford Taurus. And it was a maroon, and I drove that for a little bit, and then they bought me a Ford Escort, but it got totaled in a car wreck that I almost died in. It was very close. And then after that, I drove the Ford Taurus more. And then after that, my first car that I purchased myself was a 2002 Pontiac Grand Am. No, I've never swam with the sharks and the dolphins. There you go. Is Akuma that overpowered in the Capcom Fighting Collection? It seems like you always destroy him when people pick him. Akuma is hands down the best character in Street Fighter 2. Any iteration of Street Fighter 2, Akuma is the best character. The reason that I beat Akuma's online is because no one who's good at that game would pick Akuma. The reason people pick him is because they need a crutch. Oh, I suck, and I want to get cheap win online, let me pick Akuma. So as soon as they pick him, I know they suck. You know? So I know that as long as I play safe and I don't take any stupid risks, they're not going to get away with cheap bullshit and I'm going to win. Even then, it was narrow. Like you saw when I did CE Bison against Akuma, it was close. Dab Hands, we've already talked about the GTA 6 leaks. We actually talked about it multiple days. If you want to know about that, 2 days ago, the podcast covered it in detail. Yesterday, there was an update. So, I've never seen Golden Girls, so I don't have a favorite Golden Girl. I've literally never seen the show once. Why don't I give Twitch a shot again? Because there's no point. Because the way Twitch works is as follows. If Twitch, for any reason, deems that you are not what they want on their site, for any reason, and it could be valid or not, it could be you did horrible things on your streams, it could be that you have political views they don't believe in, it could be that you have a mindset that they just don't agree with. Okay, it could be any of those things. But if they just don't like you, at any point, they will kick you out of their partner program, suspend or ban your channel with no actual justification, nor do they feel that they need to provide any evidence of wrongdoing. They just shut you down. That's what they did to me last year. In the middle of a stream, my partnership went away. And everyone's like, what the hell's going on? They didn't even bother to tell me what happened. I reached out to their legal team, and their legal team responded and said, hateful slurs or something like that. And I said, I never use hateful slurs. Show me the evidence. And they ghosted me. They felt they didn't have to prove a damn thing. They could just say you did something and then punish you for it. That's insane. Why would I move my business, something that I depend on to make a living, to not only keep all this going, but to pay my bills, to keep this house? You know what I'm saying? Something that my family relies on to live. I need this business to operate, to make a living for my family. Why would I uplift that to a place where they will, at a moment's notice, just shut you down and never have to say why, just because they feel like it? You know, and there's no repercussions and there's nothing. The only thing I can do is sue them. Sue them. Do you know how long that takes? Do you know how much of an arduous task of time and money is invested to sue them? It's just not worth it. So why in the holy shit, right, would I go over there and do anything on that site? It's just a waste of everyone's fucking time. It really is. And you got people like Asmongold, who on a regular basis calls out their hypocrisy. That they'll have one person who did a really seemingly terrible thing, and they're fine. They can stream. We were just talking about that guy, Slicker. Apparently, he can still stream on Twitch, even though he's publicly admitted to scamming people, to taking these loans that weren't loans and blowing the money on gambling. And basically, he's still on there, right? But someone else could be banned on a whim for no good reason at all, and never get any kind of restitution for it or any kind of resolution. That's how they are. They're a complete ass backwards, unprofessional business. Why would I want to move my business back over there? But by the way, it should be said that on Twitch, there's so many problems on Twitch. They allow gambling. They allow streamers to promote gambling. So streamers are out there telling their viewers, a lot of who are kids or younger people who are very impressionable, spend money on this gambling site, you know, use my special promotion code and blah, blah, blah. This is terrible. It's fucked up. And that's what they allow over there. It's such an immoral piece of shit business. I can't believe that anyone would even in their right fucking minds use Twitch. I just don't understand it at this point. In the last 2 years, we've seen enough shit happen over there. If you are in your right mind and you're trying to operate a real business, leave Twitch. Go somewhere else. You're not going to have a future there. Now Ali Corny says play Splatfest, so that makes 3 people. That makes Anto Kamaru, Ali Corny, and Big Papa Phil, who want me to do Splatoon 3, and everyone else says skip it. 3 versus everyone else. What's going on, X Shooter? How are you? Well, expand on you too. I know because you were actually one of the people who was very adamant about Splatoon being, interesting, and you were helping me with it too. So I take that. But you're also one of the people who likes Splatoon. Yes. Fan of Lovecraft says, "Do you think From Software will do anything new with Dark Souls now that they're owned by Sony?" No, I think Dark Souls is done. I think they're going to make new games. I don't think we're going to see any return to Dark Souls or anything like that. Do I think there'll ever be another streaming platform that overtakes Twitch? There is absolutely opportunity for it, but someone needs to step up to the plate to do it. YouTube could be that. I mean, I want to emphasize this. YouTube has the means with the amount of server space and bandwidth and capacity they have. What they need is to have a change in management. They need to have management that understands the internet and the culture and gets what's going on and seizing that opportunity. They have not done that at all. They have not. It's the same thing with Twitch. There was a time years ago when Twitch absolutely could have beaten YouTube. They could have had on-demand videos as well as their streams, and they didn't want to go that route. They just went pure streamed. They could have beaten YouTube at one point, and they dropped the ball. So it's like each business seems to be okay sitting in their own lane instead of realizing the opportunities they have if they truly wanted to surpass their competitor. It's very odd. Do I look forward to GTA 6 based on what I saw in the leaks? I don't even care about the leaks. I mean, everyone knows that Rockstar puts out high quality, well polished, good value games, right? Can you honestly say there was ever a time you bought a Rockstar game and you felt it was underwhelming or disappointing? Yes, Max Payne 3. Outside of Max Payne 3, every other Rockstar game I've played has been great. You know? Do they own Demon's Souls? Sony owns Demon's Souls. Do they not? I'm not sure. Would I consider getting an Xbox Elite controller? So here's the thing. I've heard the Xbox Elite controllers are quite good, and they actually do give you better control, and they're very comfortable, but I've also heard they're not durable at all. Most people who buy one within a year, it's broken, and they have to buy another one. The thing's over $100. So are you going to drop $150 for a controller that feels great and then breaks easily, and you got to buy another one? That's what if it was durable, then maybe I would consider it, but if it's going to be a flimsy piece of shit, no, I'm still using an Xbox One controller from the launch of the Xbox One. Yet if I buy an Elite controller that costs 3 times as much, it breaks? How does that make sense? Right? X-Shooter loved Max Payne 3. X-Shooter, did you ever watch my playthrough of it? My playthrough of it was bad. And what I mean by that is it was full of bugs and glitches. It was a really big mess. The gameplay was wonky. I was phasing through floors. Max Payne's arms in a cutscene popped out of their sockets, rotated around and contorted, and reached up into the sky like this while he was playing piano during a cutscene. It was a mess for me. I don't know how I had such a bad time with it. Yes, the controller still says day 1, 2013. Yep. You guys never saw that? Wow, go watch Max Payne 3, seriously. It was in my funniest moments of the year countdown. There's 2 scenes that are epic. The other one is there's a boat battle where you're on a boat and you're fighting guys on the shore who are shooting from like the dock to the boat. So you're like trying to dodge in it. As I'm fighting the guys, Max Payne phases through the boat and ends up under the water in an invisible plane just running around. He's stuck down there. He can't shoot the guys or anything. And I was like, dude, I want to reset because I got to do the whole fight over. I already killed a bunch of these guys. This is bullshit. And I had to do the whole thing fucking over from the start. Okay. All right, guys. It's time to end the podcast. So here's the thing. We have over 300 people on the podcast. Thank you to those who chilled and supported the stream. I know that once I boot up Earthbound, half of you are leaving. This has happened every time I play Earthbound. But for those of you who are sticking around, thank you. Thank you to those who are going to stay, chill, relax, engage with the playthrough, have a good time. Remember, this kind of playthrough is the kind of playthrough that has a lot of opportunity for us to relax and have a good conversation while I'm playing it. And I've absolutely loved the playthrough thus far, and I can't wait for more. So thank you for being here. For those who are going to stick around, thank you even more, because that's really what made this playthrough special for me, okay? Thanks for a great podcast. See you Thursday when I will recap Phil's day off. You know how exciting that's going to be. All right, guys, thanks. I'll see you later.
It is not over yet, guys. Keep that in mind. Until I start recording for YouTube, for the gameplay, we're still playing the goddamn game. Just bear that in mind. We're still going. It's not over yet, Snake.
Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. Well, alright. Alrighty then. Let's do this, then let's do this and this. And how about a little bit of this and this? Is that lined up? I'm gonna find out. Almost. That's better. Cool. Past couple of days, as I've watched back my videos, I realized the webcam was not in line with the size of the border. That pisses me off. It's very hard to see this border. The old one, remember, used to have the neon thing all around it. This border that I've been using this year, I love it, by the way. I think it looks really sweet, right? It's way more professional looking than the old border. But it's very hard to see. I think every day I'm gonna have to get up and just get looking, line it up, because you got the little edges there. So you get the little edges on each side. Just make sure they're like lined up nicely. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So, very briefly, I'm just going to use the restroom. It's going to take me like 2 minutes, and I'll be back when we're going to start. Thanks to those who are chilling. I'll literally be right back with Earthbound, okay? See you in a sec.
And of course I'm going to spam the shit out of the right arrow button, so it skips forward 5 seconds at a fucking time. Waiting for Phil to get back. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Fucking hell, hurry up. The screen went dark, he's been away that fucking long. There he is, he's back. Guys, I'm still playing.
I couldn't get Jasper to not run in the office. I was trying to convince him not to, because Cat's home today, and he will not stop sneaking in. He really wants to sneak into the office. Jasper, kitty, you can't be in here today because I'm about to start, and the door needs to be closed.
Oh, would you look at that? Cat's home today, and she'll be off tomorrow as well, because Phil's day offs coincide with Cat. So all of a sudden, Cat has a day off today. She's not working today after all, she's there in the fucking house. So Cat doesn't work 6 days a fucking week after all, it looks like. I would thought she's working later on. It's possible she's like fucking a later shift or some pish, who knows. But all I know is that he's just admitted Cat's there now. Make of that what you will.
He's not listening. He was very talkative this morning. He was talking to me when I went out there to use the restroom. He was blah, meow, 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 talking like crazy. Fan of Lovecraft, it is Dark Side Phil. The Dark Sea Devil thing is a meme from a couple years ago. But it's funny, we use it for the podcast. Okay. Welcome, Jade. Good to see you here. Is this a cat stream? That's not the intention, but I have to get him out of the office to start. I actually have to get him out. You know what it is? He wants to go in the window now, because now there's no air conditioner in the window. But I can't. The blinds have to be down, because it's pure sun outside. So I can't pull up the blinds right now, or else I'll be blinded. I won't even be able to see anything in here. Jasper, not now. No. I know you want to go up there. You want to be a silly cat, but it's not going to happen today. All right? You gotta go so I can stream. Did you just say cats can't talk? Cats talk to me all the time. I don't even want to hear that. Jasper talks to me every day. We have intelligent conversations. All right? That's nonsense. Does Jasper like to be picked up? Sometimes if you hold him the right way, he likes it. He likes, like when my wife will lift him up and put him over her shoulder and pet him like that. He really likes that. X-Shooter, I too am ready for today's stream, but I gotta get Jasper Kitty out of here. Jasper, you gotta leave, man. You gotta leave. Silly boy. There he is. Let's get him out of here. Don't kick me. Don't kick me. You gotta leave, man.
Let me rewind that for you guys.
You gotta leave. Silly boy. There he is.
There's the cat that fucking he scammed his fans for $2,000. There he is. Little money making tool he is.
Get him out of here. Don't kick me. Don't kick me. Okay. He almost scratched me. He was trying. He got me right here on the wrist, but it didn't scratch. It was almost. All right. Hoy yoy yoy. All right, guys. It's time for Earthbound. Let's get the show on the road. Let's do this. Thank you to those who have stuck around for Earthbound today. We're at 66 likes already, and we're just booting the game. That's a good sign. Thank you, guys. We need 100 likes. That would help. Any contributions, greatly appreciated. This is my final streaming day of the week. Contributions will directly help tomorrow if you tip me. Those will go right to my day off tomorrow. So, thank you. Okay. We're back with Earthbound fun, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, she's recording for YouTube. That is 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. We have been 1 away from a full goddamn house. I can't believe we've been so damn close again, and yet we fall right at the final hurdle. That is fucking heartbreaking, man. I can't believe that shit. How did we do this? It's not major EP like scam. How could I have predicted that Phil was not going to say necessarily? Oh, for God's sake, man. Let's see what Phil's doing right now for contributions on that shit. Let's hit live. In fact, let's just refresh the stream.
I guess it's not in here.
He is still on $20. He's not had a single fucking tip since he stopped the stream. And he stopped streaming almost an hour ago, I think. Like 50 minutes, 40 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago or something. Fucking hell. So yeah, this is a really good bingo card, but sadly we're one away from a full goddamn house. People want me to pick go. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Necessarily. Podcast. Phil said it on the 17th, the 16th several times, the 15th several times, the 13th several times, the 12th several times, the 11th once, the 10th several times on the 10th, the 9th, the 6th, the 5th, the 3rd. You see what it says it quite regularly. It really does say it quite regularly in the podcast. You can see that, guys. This is not just something that's so. Brad Bunning's asking, can we carry over the £50 every time we get 24? If the streak ends, it's back to 25. What I'm going to do, Brad Bunning, is keep it at 50 for now. While I feel like I can keep it at 50 quid, I'm going to keep it at 50 quid. I'm not going to roll over again, because that might get fucking. I mean, I'm not. I don't make as much money as Phil Burnell, for fuck's sake. I'm not going to able to afford that shit. But 50 quid, I feel I can do for now. We'll keep it going for a while. I think, we'll see. We'll see how long I can keep it going for. But I will keep the incentive at £50 for now if we get a full house, as it says at the bottom of the screen there. If all green, random chat user will win £50 prize. But we need to get 25 out of 25 for that. 3 days in a row we've had 24 out of 25. That is the most heartbreaking hat-trick run we've had. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just, Phil's been cruel to us, I guess. Watch him say it several times tomorrow. He'll say it no Thursday. He's off tomorrow, remember. Phil is off tomorrow. So, on that note, guys, thank you very much for joining me for DSP Bingo. I'm sorry it wasn't a full 25 out of 25. We were damn close, but there you go. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoy. Phil's day off tomorrow. I won't be doing bingo. I don't think I'll be doing anything, to be honest, actually. I'll just enjoy a wee day off and just do nothing. I don't plan doing anything. We'll just enjoy. That being said, I'll be doing their show, their call-in show. And I think Jose C105 will be doing detractor content as well, I believe. He'll be playing Jackbox games, I assume. So, fuck it, there'll be plenty of things to do anyway. Keep an eye on the detractor channel, so I'm sure you'll find something to entertain yourselves with. But as for me personally, I'm going to have a wee quiet one tomorrow and just enjoy watching other people do streams instead, I think. But yeah. Thanks for joining me, guys. I do appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me right in the chat. Thank you for keeping me right in the things I missed. Bingo words and actions, things I missed. You kept me right and told me I missed this thing and that thing. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for super chats. Just thank you in general for being fucking wonderful to me. I do appreciate everything, all your kindness. I really do appreciate it. But until I do bingo again, which will be on Thursday, the 22nd. This has been King Jared. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and we're going to end things how we always end things, with Pixar Animation's amazing video, Notorious P.I.G. contributions. So I'll see you again on Thursday if you want to join me for some more DSP Bingo. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you on Thursday for some bingo. So until then, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money. contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone.